Hello, everybody. Welcome to, what's this, number 3? 4?
I don't know.
I think it's number 4. Okay, number 4 of the ISD podcast. You're listening to Devonn.
And Pierce.
Vontrell.
How you gentlemen feeling?
My hands are mad ashy, so I'm in a very bad mental state right now.
Yeah, you feel like vulnerable.
Yeah.
You have a good reason to be ashy, though. You just came from the gym.
Nah, that's true. I was washing my hands, but still, I should be carrying lotion around.
Facts.
I knew this was gonna happen.
And it's cold outside.
Cold in the mug outside.
Yes, it is cold. This snow came out of nowhere, bro.
It definitely did.
I'm very upset. We had like a week of fall. And we went straight to wintertime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just kind of came out of nowhere. I don't like snow. I was talking to my mom the other day, and they're getting older, retiring and where they're going to live at. And they were talking about how my mom enjoys all 4 seasons. And now my dad, wants just to be somewhere warm. And I was like, I guess I'm more like my dad in that aspect because I don't give a fuck about fall or winter, to be honest with you.
I like fall. I like fall.
fall.
I like seasons, to be honest with you. It's just, I don't like when it's like last year when it was like negative 50. You know what I'm saying? That's like,
Yeah.
all right, chill out. You know what I'm saying? But like, I could deal with 32 degrees. I could deal with snow. Like, it's not a big deal. But like, I don't want to be like freezing cold. You feel me? I don't know. Whenever I do get the money to be able to get out of here, I'll probably move somewhere West Coast. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, even if you go to like Washington or even upper like Northern
too.
California, like they still have seasons.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not as like extreme, I guess. You know, but it's still there. It's not like it's gonna be Texas where it's just 100 degrees every day.
I just want to
That
go
would
somewhere
suck.
where it's like fall weather all the time.
Your best bet's probably Portland.
Portland.
When I went out there, it only snows twice a year.
Okay.
It rains, but
It
people
snows twice a year.
twice
Every
a
year.
Twice a year.
Every year.
Every year.
Are
I
you
asked him
sure?
that 3 times. I said, twice a year? Are you sure, Mike? He's like, twice a year.
Every day, like on the same day.
I don't know if the
I have
same
a hard
day.
time. I just have a hard time with like twice a year.
Yeah,
But
I know.
maybe I don't know.
But it's twice a year. And now when they get rain, but not like downpour all the time, more like drizzles with the cloud. Like, though, it's threatening to rain. It's like that all the time with little itty-bitty drizzles. But majority the summers there are perfect. And the weather there is really good all the time. It's getting expensive out there, though. Like, when I was out there, they were building more apartments and homes.
That makes sense.
Yeah, everyone's trying to move out to the West Coast.
Yeah, man.
But not only that, when people hear somewhere cheaper to be, they all rush to that place.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and then it
because
becomes
Kenosha is
expensive.
getting expensive now, too.
Man, Kenosha was the plug back in the day. The
Yeah,
gas.
Everything.
Everything was slick
But
back
now
in the
with
day.
so many more people down there, prices are going up.
Yeah, that's like we used to work with somebody who I guess she's from Idaho.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was so like, who
I didn't want to say that person's name in case they want to be said, but yeah, they're from Idaho. What they were saying is that everyone from LA and like California, because that got mad expensive, because of course that's California, and everyone moved there.
Yeah.
They went and moved to like Idaho, Oregon, and now that's hiking the prices up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's just wherever the more people are, or the more places that people are moving, it's just gonna get. This is obvious. It's gonna get more expensive.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Facts. I always think about like, when am I gonna move? Am I gonna move before I get like really established in my career, or am I gonna move and just start all over somewhere else?
I mean, I guess it just depends. Like, if I have an opportunity, or even if I just want a new scene, you feel me? Like, I don't need to be established. I guess I would like to have some type of like resume, depending on what I'm trying to do. Like, like acting. Like, I want to have a couple roles under my belt here before I just like decide to like move to California. Like, because everyone's an actor out there. You feel me? So I need something to separate myself. You feel me? So in that aspect, I would kind of want to have somewhat of establishment. But at the same time, you can't wait till, the time's right, because the time's never going to be right. You feel me?
That's true. For me, I just need to be stable. That's it. Once I'm stable, I'm most likely going to be gone, and I feel like I'm really close to being stable. So,
That's what's up.
yeah.
That's what's up. For me personally, I think I'm just waiting on the right time. I know I don't want to
Even though
live
he
here.
just said waiting on the right time,
Yeah.
you'll be waiting forever.
You can wait forever.
Because when is the right time?
Because you're going to be like, all right, I got enough money. Oh, now an unexpected payment came up. All right, I got to wait again. You know
I
what I'm
don't know if
saying?
it's money per se. It's more just a feeling.
I get you. Yeah, I mean, that's true, too. Just got to make sure the feeling's right. I don't know. Sometimes, I know a lot of people just kind of take that risk and they just do it, even if they're not necessarily, like, ready for it. But when are you ever going to be ready for it? You feel me? Sometimes you just got to jump and hopefully, your wings spread open. You can fly. You feel me?
Right. And I think it's all, like, about your networks, too. Like, all my networks are here.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but a person like you network everywhere you go. So
It's true.
I don't think that's going to be an issue for you if you
That's a good point. And on top, when you network with people, they know people in other places. And so, yeah that's true.
Yeah.
It's irritating me because I keep adjusting this, but It's the same distance from y'all, but I sound so much further away.
You just gotta speak up.
I think you're intentionally lowering your voice.
I'm not though. I'm actually
That was a little loud.
When you first started, you were definitely where you were like, yeah, well, my name's Vontrell. Duh.
Fuck you, bro.
For sure. All right, man, let's get it going. First thing, I want to jump right into it. Drake at Flognog.
Yeah,
That was absolutely crazy.
I thought that was pretty funny.
For those who don't know,
I laughed when I saw that.
for those who don't know, Frank Ocean pulled out of Camp Flognog.
Actually, no. It was not that.
was
Frank
it?
Ocean was supposed to be a surprise.
Surprise, so nobody knew.
It was a surprise guest. I heard that like the fans were assuming it was gonna be Frank Ocean,
but nobody ever said.
It was never
Right.
confirmed. So then when it
Jumping
was
to
Drake,
conclusions.
Yeah,
everyone was kind of like, "Oh, it's just a Frank Ocean."
It was
so then
all surprise.
and obviously not everyone was booing. I mean, you're gonna have fans of Drake, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
of
you
course,
feel
'cause
me?
he's
But
Drake.
And then on top of that, they booed Lil Uzi and ASAP before they booed.
Mm.
Drake.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
They booed Lil Uzi?
Because yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought everyone loved Uzi.
I thought they just. I didn't know. I didn't hear about that.
Because they were all expecting Frank Ocean to come.
So they booed
It's-
everybody that wasn't Frank Ocean.
Yes,
That's
basically.
some
lame.
shitty ass, man.
That's
Yeah.
super lame.
So
That's why Tyler got them together on social media today, because he was like, that shit dead. Like,
yeah,
this is why most artists don't do shit for y'all.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Because that was so dumb. Like, you pay this money to go to a festival, and you get the biggest artist on the planet. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing either or Frank Ocean or Drake. But if I see Drake, I'm like, dang, I get to see him here instead of paying $600 to go see Drake.
In a field.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I guess personally, I don't think anybody's too big to be booed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't
just
think so either.
you know, I'm not saying that they should necessarily have booed Drake because it's not like his fault. You know, he
Right.
just came out and performed, and he was even offering like, "Yo, I can go longer." You know what I'm saying? I can perform more songs, but they were nah. So they weren't going for it. But like,
So he ended it. But
yeah, he ended that shit. But I mean, you know, I guess if they wanted something else, like you can't just because it's a big name doesn't mean you have to be happy with it. You
But
feel
my
me?
whole
Like,
thing is with the crowd, it was never guaranteed, and no one even said anything about Frank Ocean.
They just-
yeah,
They
I
just
know.
associated him with it because it was Tyler the Creator and his gang of people that he's usually
Yeah.
around. That's
You're
usually
right.
what
Yeah,
happens.
yeah.
But
They were right to assume that in a sense because Tyler, Frank. But at the same
Not
time,
really though,
they
because
really
not.
it was
weren't.
They
never
didn't
it was
make an
never
ass of
confirmed. It was just
Yeah.
a surprise. So why would you? I wouldn't have assumed
Yeah.
anybody was.
Makes
It's a
sense.
surprise. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you can't assume and then get mad when you're wrong. It's like, come on,
It's
yo,
like accusing your person of cheating.
yeah,
And then they don't cheat. It's like, you didn't cheat on me.
yeah, I can't believe it. God,
I can't believe you were faithful.
Yeah, then you break up with them because you're mad they didn't cheat.
Right,
It's like,
right. So
what?
it's super dumb.
Yeah, but I mean, it was pretty funny. Obviously, I'm sure Drake wasn't really heard about it. He probably doesn't give a fuck,
nah,
you know.
he got back on the plane.
Got right back on the
That was-
plane.
that was that.
Tyler was happy, you know, he was there. I mean, all
Because
the
from the
artists
videos,
are.
Tyler was getting it
He
during
was
his set.
jugging.
Yeah, I mean, like apparently
yeah.
Tyler's a huge Drake fan, which you know a lot of people are huge Drake
Yeah.
fans. So I mean,
Yeah.
and, like I would have liked to see Drake perform, especially if I was there. So
wouldn't
I wouldn't be
mind.
booing necessarily. I mean, I guess if you're like a hardcore Frank Ocean fan, you might be like, yeah, I don't want this nigga up here.
But
You
still,
know?
he wasn't
But-
scheduled to be anywhere.
But
I know,
but
I
it's
know.
not like
yeah.
Drake is garbage. That's the thing. He's not.
And he wasn't
Yeah.
getting booed for doing a bad job. He was booed because he wasn't someone in particular.
That's crazy.
That's trash.
Yeah, but at the same time, just because it's Drake doesn't mean you want to see Drake. You know.
True, but I mean, why boo him?
If that's the case, then none of those people should have went.
Yeah, I mean, this is
None of those-
Because it did
this
say
is-
surprise.
It did.
It did say surprise. I don't know, bro. It's just a confusing situation. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't know. One, it was probably herd mentality. You know, so you know, one person's booing, and then everyone else is like, oh, I'm just gonna start booing too. Like I want to see Frank, but you
Either
know.
way, their crowd was in the wrong, regardless. of
Yeah.
if they tried to flip it,
They
was
were definitely in the wrong, and you know, Tyler let them know. Everyone let them know, like you guys are assholes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw a tweet Tyler put up, and well, he put up a bunch of tweets.
He did.
But-
but
but-
them clean out.
Yeah, but he said one girl was like, because you know it was Tyler and it's like security around him. A girl, I guess a girl was outside of the security circle saying, Tyler, what the fuck is this? He looked at her and he said he turned around and got back to the performance. Because
Yeah,
it's like,
I mean-
what are you tripping for?
You just got a cheap Drake performance.
A cheap Drake
Yeah.
A
performance,
cheap Drake
bro.
performance.
Like, what?
Like, what?
That's disappointing. It just shows you how fickle fans can be.
How much is it to go to Flognog anyway?
I don't even know.
I don't even know, bro.
I have no idea.
I have no
But it'd be dope to see Drake there. It'd be dope to really see anybody. I don't know, man. Like,
Really?
if you're a fan of music, then you really shouldn't be tripping. You feel me? And again, like if you really built these expectations up to see Frank Ocean, even though it was never guaranteed in the first place, and then you get like, come on, like it's just stupid, bro.
I mean,
Just
Travis-
be happy. just be happy that you got to see him.
Be grateful, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Travis Scott had his Astro World festival over the weekend. That looked pretty lit.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
I want to go to.
yeah.
Did you see what I put in the group chat?
You want to go to Houston?
I would love to go to Houston in the summer.
I'm down with that. You know, San Antonio is the party city.
Is it? I heard San Antonio is actually really small.
Nothing but college kids up there.
Really?
So, yeah.
And Spurs fans.
Yeah.
But I'd definitely be down. But from what I saw, did you guys see his intro when he came out of the ambulance?
Who?
I didn't
No.
Travis.
I
No.
didn't get that.
So last festival, 2 performances ago, he broke his knee. Or something like that. He injured his leg or something like that. So what happened was, it was like a skit. They played on the screen. It's like 2 paramedics in the ambulance, and it's Travis Scott. They didn't show his face, but like it shows like a busted up knee that's like squirting blood. The screen cuts off, and then it's on stage, a huge ambulance. Some people come out and carry Travis onto this like apparatus. Then he gets rose up like Frankenstein. And then Stargaze comes on. I thought it was kind of hard.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of
He's
cool.
super dope with the visuals.
Yeah.
He's super
Yeah,
dope
definitely
with the
a
visuals.
big performer.
Yeah, you've seen him live, haven't you?
I've seen him live when for the Birds Sing McKnight in the Trap tour. It was lit. It was crazy.
Really?
Yeah, one of the most insane shows I've been to, for sure. Like the energy's ridiculous.
Man, I've been to the rave once. I saw Joey Badass and Beast Coast. That was like 2 months ago. I didn't realize that's my first time at the rave. I didn't realize how like intimate and small that was.
That's why I like
I
going
went to the
there.
rave to go see Megan Thee Stallion.
That was
Oh my
nice.
gosh.
Yeah.
She was so close.
I've had some crazy. I went there for Juicy J, which was for Halloween, which was fucking crazy. I went there for Schoolboy Q, and he had Tory Lanez with them, which was nuts.
What tour was that?
Blank Face, maybe.
That was 2 albums ago.
That was a while ago. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
couple years ago. But it was lit as fuck. ASAP Ferg. No, it was ASAP Ferg and Tory Lanez. And Schoolboy Q, I think, was by himself. But yeah, that one was nuts. ASAP Ferg went fucking crazy. Tory Lanez actually puts on a great show. Like I'm not the biggest fan of him, but yeah, he definitely interacts with the fans a lot. And the energy there, it builds up pretty nice. And then I saw Travis Scott, which was also ridiculous. I mean, that's probably the most crazy show I've been to. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, if you're not like ready, if you're the type of person that goes to concerts and like doesn't like getting like pushed around and like jumping around and shit, do not go. Don't go to a Travis concert. And you probably shouldn't go to the rave either.
At all,
it's
because
so
people are gonna
small.
jump on you at the rave.
Yeah,
They are.
My homegirl, shout out to Alexis. This dude, he was off something. I don't know, bro. He literally just kept bumping, pushing, bumping. And I get it's supposed to happen, but it's happened like 5 times in a row. So eventually it's like, yo, chill. He literally just kept getting in my face, armpits in my nose.
What concert was it?
This is when I saw Beast Coast and Joey Badass.
I don't know. See, my thing is this: like, I've gone to concerts and like you got niggas with their girlfriends, which is fine. You know, you can bring them, but then like they get mad like if you bump into their girlfriend, or they're like sitting there trying to like guard them. I'm like, bro, this is a fucking concert. It's a hip hop concert. Depending on who it is, it's gonna get pretty crazy. Like, don't get mad if someone's bumping into your girl. Like, I don't give a fuck about them.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's a problem that people are pushing around too much, go to the back. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in the front row in the middle and you're getting mad that people are pushing around, like, what do you expect? Like, no one cares that you're here. Like, just have a good time.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, if you go to a concert, you just sitting there super stiff. Like, I feel like that's super lame too. If you're not
That is
jumping
dumb
around,
lame.
like why are you?
Yeah, like, bro, like, let go, have fun.
When we went to see Cole at Tinley Park for the Forest Hills Drive tour, we went on the lawn at first, thinking the lawn was jumping. No,
it was mad packed, and they were smoking hella weed.
They were just drunk and high, and it was just standing there. We were like, fuck, we going back to our seats.
Yeah.
Like, they was late for Big Sean, and Big Sean went dumb. His performance was really
everyone,
good.
it was
YG's
Big Sean
was good.
Yeah, everybody was dope as fuck.
Everybody, but the lawn was so fucking lame.
I mean, when I go to a concert, I'm like, when I went to go see Megan, every time that bitch jumped, I jumped. So I was jumping with her.
Yeah, I'm going there to have a good time.
Yeah,
like, I'm not
so
going
I was
there
definitely
just to stand.
bumping into people. I know my elbow hit one bitch in the fucking face because she was so short, and I'm just jumping and
Ooh, hey, casualty award, bro.
Yeah.
But my thing is, at what point is it like too much? Because dude like kept looking at me, if it's an accident, cool. He was literally turning towards me, going like this in my face. I'm like, bro.
He was probably just trying to get
back
hype with you, bro.
I was already hyped though. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, bro, back the fuck up.
Bro, maybe he was just trying to make a connection, man. Sometimes I'm dead ass though.
No,
Like
you're right, though.
I've gone to concerts
You're right, yeah.
and you don't even know these people, but you're just so lit, like you can't even help but,
like you hit a lyric and
you see other people singing along and shit.
Like I
so
went to
yeah.
go see Jay-Z and Beyonce by myself, and the females next to me were so amazed that I was there by myself. They was talking to me the whole concert, and I really was not trying to be bothered. I'm trying to sing this song. Like leave me alone. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, but they was cool though. They took pictures with me and all. I don't know what the picture ever looked like because I was too gone to give a fuck. So I was like, okay. All right, cool.
We actually, oh shit, we're going to a concert.
Yeah.
I almost forgot.
15th.
The 15th.
Friday.
We're gonna go see Logic.
Yeah, the worst rapper alive.
The worst rapper ever. Pick up a.
Which is, I can't believe he said. I honestly can't take what Joe Budden says serious. I didn't
honestly,
really take it serious to be like for a while now, but after saying something like shit like that, it's just like, come on, bro. Like, how are you really gonna sit there and say that? You know, we've talked about this before. So I'm not gonna go super deep into it, but it's just like, bro, you sound stupid. You sound dumb. Stop it right now. I'm gonna be.
It's lit, bro.
I'm gonna be high as fuck at that concert. I'm gonna be lit.
Oh shit.
We gonna pull up. So, you're on a podcast, right? We heard what you said, sir. You're gonna be high as shit at the concert.
Yeah, I mean, as long as I'm not smoking in the concert,
yeah,
I'm sure
you're straight.
I'm sure people are gonna be smoking in the concert.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
like
every concert I've been to, they snuck weed in, bro.
Even, it's not hard.
It's
not
hard
at
all.
On the run tour, the only thing is though, the kids in front of me, it was some kids in front of me.
I don't be giving a fuck.
I didn't give a fuck because the ladies next to me was smoking and shit. I was like, fuck
listen,
it.
If they want to come to this concert, that's cool. I'm gonna smoke.
But it's expected though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You brought kids to an adult performance.
Yeah,
like, come on now.
I'm not gonna give a handout juice boxes and shit.
Right.
Come on now.
And my shit was fat. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's like bringing a kid to a bar and say, hey, don't drink.
Yeah.
You're at a fucking bar.
Well,
I know them kids caught a contact
anyway.
though.
No. I'm saying tell the adults not to drink.
Oh,
my
yeah.
My bad.
My son is here. You shouldn't be like, shut up.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Kids.
Right.
Having kids is optional.
Literally.
That's true. That's 100% true.
You be mad at me because I ain't got no kids.
Yeah, man. But concerts overall, like, super dope. Like, I can say I'm cheap, but I be terrible with money, bro. But
yeah, I know. How you be buying merch.
Yeah. But like out of all the stuff I spent, now something I'm not afraid to spend on is definitely a concert ticket.
Yeah, I mean it's experience, you know. Like sometimes it could be like once in a lifetime experience, depending on what the tour is and who it is and stuff like that.
Or an NBA game because we're going to Atlanta in December, and I was debating going to a Hawks game.
You got to go to a Hawks game.
I chose not to because it's on the day of his birthday. It's his day.
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
But, bruh, I ain't gonna lie. I almost dropped good $300-400 on a floor seat.
On a floor seat?
No, it's sit behind the bench.
Okay. I mean, I guess.
No. The floor seats were like $600-700.
Yeah, I'm not paying that.
So I guess it do matter.
It does matter. It's to a certain amount. Like I'll pay one something, two something, maybe if it's like a decent seat. But once it's getting 3, 4, 5, 600, it's like.
Because my dad asked me last night, because we were talking about going to a Bucks game in January, and he was saying how much you want to spend. I said, $2.
Yeah,
he was looking like the 90s, 100s.
They're pretty cheap, bro. Like Bucks.
For now.
They're good now, so maybe it's gonna be more expensive.
If Giannis wins another MVP, bro, or they go to the finals, it's done. I'm taking this through the fucking roof.
Yeah.
The Bucks is Milwaukee, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was just making sure I was.
The Bucks are Milwaukee.
Yeah, the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Look at that. Points for me.
But yeah, man, like that, I'm not afraid to spend on. Like when I bought the tickets when I was in Portland to see that Blazer game, I bought those same day. Actually, those are like $256. And
it's
then,
not too bad for same day tickets.
No, and the Clippers game was like $220 after tax. So, and I sat in a pretty good section too, so that wasn't that bad.
You can't be getting Clippers tickets like that no more.
Hell
no.
About
to be $500-600.
Bro, what?
Man.
This was in March.
This is before they had Kawhi
and Paul George.
Fuck, man.
Fuck. And now they got all this drama. And so, okay, here's a good teaching moment, right? When it comes to sports and everything, as much as about the performance, it's about everything that comes along with it and everything. Well, not that. In terms of just things that like contribute to sports and like the money, for example, like salary cap and shit like that, where it's just like, okay, like the Clippers were good last year, but like 5 years ago they weren't that good, so their tickets were cheap. Correct, they were cheaper. You know what I'm saying? But now that they have a good player who's
two top
players playing for those top players. On top of that, the bigger they get, the tickets probably go up more. Mm-hmm. So like the more sponsorships or commercials that Kawhi does or Paul does or whatever, I bet you that our ticket prices are going to go up as well. Finals appearances, any of that kind of shit.
Yep.
It all contributes and all kind of affects us in a really – it's kind of fucked up when you think about it, but I get it.
Y'all are paying their salaries, so –
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, in a sense. Yeah. Ticket sales is definitely buying a salary, but it's like –
excuse me.
No, you're good. Ticket, in a sense, is buying a salary, but like, goddamn, do you have to hike it up that much? It's kind of the same thing what we said about the artist tour conference, the merch conversation.
People gonna buy it. They gonna until people stop buying them, they're gonna keep raising the prices.
I ain't gonna lie. Some told me not to buy that ticket. I was about to drop $400 on the seat because
yeah, I don't know if I'd drop $400 on a seat.
Nah, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, unless I got it like that. But apparently you got it like that.
Even though my Jay-Z and Beyonce ticket, that was a $500 ticket, but that was different.
Didn't you fly out to go see that too?
No, I flew back to come see it. Because
where were you at?
When I bought
were
the
you?
ticket, I was.
I hope you were close.
On stage.
I was super fucking close.
I was about to say, if you pay $500, you better be front row.
On stage,
was right in front of me.
Yeah,
My
you
nigga.
better
What
be
up,
holding
Jay?
hands with Beyonce the whole
Damn
time.
near,
Type
whole
shit.
time.
You need some
Whole
water,
time.
Jay?
I made her smile like 3 times because I was just fucking losing my mind, so
Yeah.
she couldn't help but lose her composure. So what that was that. What was I gonna say?
You paid
$500.
Oh yeah.
you paid rent to go see Beyonce.
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
Basically. But no. Where I was at, I was staying up here at first when I bought the ticket originally.
Yeah.
But then I ended up moving to Texas, so I'm like, shit,
damn.
I want to come back from that. So I came back for that.
Yeah.
And then
I
I
hear
flew
you.
back out.
The best way to buy tickets for a tour is to do it way ahead of time. We bought these lodge tickets like what, July?
Yeah, I bought these a while ago. So they were only like
One something. But if you try and buy them bad boys now,
Yeah, and we're like on the. I was gonna go if I had to sit in like the stands. I had to be on the ground.
yeah.
That's the thing about stadium concerts. Like if I'm not on the ground, I don't even want to go, bro. Yeah, that's when it's
Yeah.
worth it to me, bro.
Facts. I mean, so you got different. Like Tinley Park was the amphitheater. That was different.
That's different, yeah, because there was a pit, but like
Fuck
it
that
was
pit.
pretty small.
And that pit had too much going on in there, bro. I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah, it
bro.
looked packed.
It looked. I don't
Like,
know if
It's a
uncomfortable.
pit. It's a mosh pit.
I feel you, bro, but I just don't know if in a mosh pit can I really enjoy the concert.
Probably not.
It depends on the
Artist?
for me, the artist. Yeah, Travis Scott, like you go crazy there. You know what I'm saying? Like the music makes you like the whole thing is about mosh and just having a great ass time raging. You know, J. Cole, it's like
It's not.
it's
rage.
kind of hard to like rage when he's when
Yeah.
he's talking about like
Loving life.
real shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like okay.
Love your kids.
Yeah,
Love
you're
your
just
kids.
like yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
But-
can't do that.
Right. I mean, he had hype moments, but the amphitheater's different the way it's built. Have you ever been to an amphitheater?
I've only been to a stadium.
Okay, so like an amphitheater's like outside. It's like a stage, and it's like kind of like a half circle that comes all the way around. It's like inclusive, and it slopes
Isn't
down.
that Soldier Field?
No.
No, it's a football
no.
field.
Yeah.
Okay. nah. The amphitheater. It's a super dope experience though. Just the way it was inclusive, and like it depends on the artist. I saw Cole at the Allstate Arena where we're about to go, and like I was on the ground, but I was 1, 2, 3 sections back, and then I was in like the 6th section from the last seat, the 6th row. So, but it was overall good performance. I mean, me, me, I'm a Cole fan, like so I had a really good time. We ended up moving our way up, weasel our way up anyway. Towards the end of it.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to do that, especially if people are kind of going nuts. You can kind of like get up there. So
The only thing that I didn't like about the concert experience was the after effect when they left and it was time to go.
Depressing.
Oh my god, it wasn't that it was depressing. It was just trying to get out was just horrible.
yeah,
Absolutely horrible. People
Yeah.
stepping on you, motherfuckers don't know where they're going. Like it was horrible. And then there's no one directing anything, which is crazy because when you come into the concert, it's a person directing everything.
Facts.
But when it was time to go, nobody was out there
Yeah,
directing
you're right.
shit
it'd be like that.
That's
at all. It was so confusing.
that's a
That was
really
the
good
most
point.
confusing thing ever.
But I think you should go to I think you want to like smaller venues. Like, did you go to Reggie's? Yeah, remember that dance party you went to?
Yeah,
Reggie's.
You were going nuts.
All right. I was so
Going
scared.
crazy.
I was so scared at first, right? So we go. It's a dance party, right? And this is actually a crazy ass story. So we walk from downtown Chicago all the way to like Chinatown, I think.
Yeah, it was a good walk.
It was a good ass walk, right? And then, right, we get there, and I'm scared as shit to go dance. They got a bunch of these like professional dancers in there,
Yeah.
and everybody's just going crazy, pop locking, back flipping, all sorts of stuff. I'm like, yo, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So, and I told him, I'm gonna get in one before I go. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. I got towards it when they had like a really nice big dance circle. I got towards the edge of it. I'm like. But then these raw motherfuckers kept jumping in. And these
Yeah,
dudes
he
were
was
like cold. I'm just like, I can't follow up with that. So I waited towards the end. I had my little mini circle. I had like 5 people in it. I hit like, and then I got out.
Yeah, that was funny as hell. You didn't really do nothing.
I
in that
did.
circle
I
at
did.
all. He spun around a couple times on the ground. I was like, all right, hey, but he did his thing. You know,
I did my
you got
thing.
in there and you danced.
I
That's
got
what
it in. I
matters,
dance, bro. That's what matters. I can dance. Don't get me wrong, but
Can you?
oh, I get down.
Really?
It's not even
I
funny.
feel like if you have,
I feel like
you can go far.
I've never seen you dance.
No?
Seriously.
He just seen you move.
I've seen you move. I've never seen you like dance.
Oh, bro, I get down.
I'm gonna have to see it.
Like no choreography.
What kind of
choreography.
dancing you talking about? Like
I just feel it, bro. It's hard to describe.
so
So
like
you just go with your rhythm.
I just go with my rhythm.
so and you're telling me that it's good.
I get down.
He said it's not good.
Damn, I know, right? bro, I get down, bro.
Because you're making it seem like you're really good at
Bro,
dancing, so I really want to see this.
Bro, I'm the man. Weddings? I get down, bro.
It just sounds like you're good at occasional casual dancing.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. I can dance.
All right, man.
I go crazy.
Yeah, I'm going to have to see that because I haven't.
Definitely are, bro. I go crazy.
I don't dance. I vibe.
Did I ever show you that video of him at the gym?
Oh, my God. Let it go.
No.
Why do you still have that fucking video?
Oh, my God. This shit was so funny.
Wait, what's going on?
He
what
was
happened?
was on the treadmill.
Me working out, I had to make it fun for me so I could continue to do it. So I was on the treadmill. And
This shit is so
super
funny.
model of the world.
Oh, my God. Here it is right here.
And then you go show
voguing.
Oh, my
Hey.
God.
Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
man.
2, 4.
All right, hey,
going
but
crazy.
you getting the steps in. That's
Right.
what matters. That's what
I'm
matters.
happy you did that. Shit was funny.
Oh,
he was so into it, bro. I tried to give him my keys to hold. He won't even look at me and shit.
Like,
I'm
damn,
like, goddamn,
bro.
bro, working like that deep.
Man, delete that video.
Delete that video. Post it.
Like,
Post
Nah,
that
I,
video.
I just might post it. I just might post
Don't
it.
post that shit.
For sure. All right. Speaking of rappers and performances and whatnot, that was a good segue. Anyway,
It wasn't. No.
the fall off. Really new music upcoming.
Yeah.
Who we excited to see new music wise?
I'm so glad you asked. Because I'm excited for a few people. I'm excited for Sam Smith. I've been fucking with Sam Smith hard this new time around. Because usually he be so fucking sad. But his gay boy is on the loose. And I am here for
His
it.
gay boy. He is a sad ass dude.
Yeah,
though, bro.
but
I've
these
been
last
like,
few songs
damn.
he's been putting out has been nothing but good vibes. So he remade Donna Summer's song "I Feel Love," and it's just so fucking gay. But I'm here for it. And then Dula Pia, she got a new project coming out too. She got a single called "Don't Start Now," and it's just resonating with everything in me. Like I agree with everything that song said. So that was pretty good. And then I ain't see anything about it, but according to what I follow, Beyonce's been sending signs of new music, but again, I haven't seen anything about it. But
Bro, okay.
I'm not waiting on Beyonce new music. I just
You explained this to me, right?
Go ahead.
Like you explained this like the photos and the subliminal.
Yeah, because
Can you-
Beyonce,
Can you explain
I
this
will,
to him?
I
'Cause
will.
This shit is,
She communicates through photos.
this shit is ridiculous.
So when she was dropping signs of lemonade, she was posting like a lot of pictures of fruit with lemons in it, and then she even took a picture with a lemon. So then once they finally did it and it came out, everybody put the clues together. And then with her self-titled album, the one before Lemonade, she had wrote it in pink on a wall, and everybody just thought she wrote her name the whole time it was her album. So it's just little subliminal things. But I don't think it's coming anytime soon, but they say it is. So that's what I'm excited about.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not really looking for her album.
that's
to be
okay.
honest, I know you're a fan though,
That's
so I'm not
okay.
shitting on it. I'm not
That's
shitting
okay.
on it.
Honestly
at
though,
all.
you don't have to look for it. When that comes, you're gonna know.
Exactly.
you're gonna know, yeah.
Exactly.
You're gonna know.
It's
There's
gonna
no
shut
point
down
in
everything.
beauty.
Oh, and I'm excited for Rihanna's new project too. They said Rihanna got a
It's gonna be
project coming
reggae,
out
right?
next year. It's supposed to be like a reggae album and a pop album.
I'm
Oh, and
excited.
Megan Thee
Cold.
Stallion is finally working on her debut album.
I heard, yeah.
So
I
I'm
heard
excited
that.
about that too.
Bro, anti, fire. That
Yeah,
album
Rihanna's good though.
Yeah,
man.
Rihanna is good.
She's like
She gonna keep it
really
going.
good.
bro.
I have
Yeah.
no doubt about that. Oh, and I'm excited about Adele too. I'm hoping she's on the Sam Smith shit too with
Yeah,
the
because
happier
she's been
music.
stupid sad. I'm like,
I mean, her last album, 25, it really wasn't sad. It was like after a bad breakup for all
Yeah.
good vibes.
I mean, I
But,
get it. I
yeah.
get, if you're going
Yeah.
through shit, you make a song. I mean, the songs are amazing. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like,
Yeah.
I can't be lit listening to that. Damn near cry in my car and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, them are sad songs.
Nicki released
Real
new
shit.
music.
Oh,
but I don't like it. I wasn't feeling it. It's
don't
okay.
care, bro.
Nobody's feeling it. I haven't felt her
I
shits
don't
for
care, bro.
years.
I fuck with Nicki.
I know
so
you
I
do.
don't care. I just have to let the people know you asked. So
Wait, she dropped new music?
She's still releasing singles right now, but the single she just released, it was
Retired.
Yeah, right. Like,
It's a
Retired.
feature. I mean, it's not even a single. It's a feature.
It's a
She's
feature?
Yeah, she's a feature.
so wait, is
So-
she retired from albums?
That's what she said. She said she was retiring from albums right now because she wasn't sure if she wanted to put out the new fifth thing. So, literally her words.
But she's not retiring from music.
Yeah,
Just-
because she loved features.
I guess.
So,
I
but
mean,
the feature
hey,
is supposed to be a cross hit, so it was like one of those complete Spanish songs, and I mean, it was good if I knew what they were talking about. But then Nicki got on there and was rapping in English, so I'm like, okay, I do like Nicki's verse, but I don't care for the song. So
I hear you. Sometimes it is hard to get into music with like one person you like and you can't understand what they're saying.
yeah,
Like,
yes,
I don't know what they're saying,
yes.
guys. I
Yeah.
can't vibe to
Yeah.
this.
I did see a tweet from Kid Cudi. Said his next album's gonna be for some lovers. Is that exactly what he said?
I'm here for that.
I haven't seen the tweet, but I mean, he's made music like that before. I mean,
Boy,
I'm all for
excited.
Kid Cudi's music. So
I'm
whether
excited.
it's love, sad, happy, I'm with it. Really looking forward to it though. I know he said next year is supposed to be coming out, and I'm sure it's gonna be fire.
Next year's looking like a good year for me.
I have to go to
I'm
the
super excited.
tour whenever the tour dates drop. I'm buying tickets because I have yet to see him live, and I need to do that before I die.
Facts. Or
Like
before he
real
stops making
shit.
music.
Yeah.
Because he's finna die
Real
soon,
shit.
y'all.
Nah,
So-
it's just
It's
bucket
just one
list
of those
shit.
things you want to do.
Hell
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna lose my mind.
I understand. Like I've seen Cole twice. I've seen Dreamville. Not that I don't want to see them anymore, but I'm ready to see different kinds of artists. You know what I'm saying?
See Cole 3 times, like, all right,
Nah, I do need to see Beyonce by herself.
I ain't gonna lie though, but I mean, I'm
it's great. I mean, I'm sure they're great concerts.
yeah,
but
depending
I
on the
mean,
album, because it's every album.
That's true.
I've been to Forest Hills Drive. I didn't go to 4 Year Rides Only, and then I saw KOD. And depending what the fall off's like, I might go see that.
Yeah, I wonder what the fall-off's gonna be like. It's probably gonna be pretty cold. I mean, people have been waiting on it for a minute now.
So the story behind that is he's been working on that for years.
I know.
Right?
I know he has.
So in times where he's put out like KOD and like 4 Year Rides Only, he's still working on a fall off. Everybody Dies, remember that song? And then False Prophets.
Yeah.
Those were originally from the fall off, but they just kind of came out right when 4 Year Rides Only came out.
So I guess they fell off the fall off.
Yeah. I hope they're not on there.
Me
I
neither.
wouldn't
I
like
hate when people. I hate
I
when
hate
like
that. I
they
wouldn't
like.
like
There's
that.
like. What pisses me off when artists drop like 3-4 singles
And then
and
they're
every
all on
single's
their
on the
albums.
album. I'm like, all right, I heard these 4 already.
I think Corday did
you know
that.
what I'm saying? And then like the rest of the songs are not as good as the singles. I'm like,
I
trash.
think that's what Sam Smith is doing.
I
Dropping
don't
like all the singles.
And then they're all going to be on the album.
I don't like
Probably.
Because his album, it's coming out soon.
Like I already heard that. That could be a new song, bro. You know what I'm
What?
saying? Like I've already heard the song you put out as a single. Why not put a different song there?
Yeah, right.
Because the single is the follow-up to the album.
Yeah, like it's supposed to
You mean
get
the album's
follow-up
hype
to
and
the
stuff
single?
like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's supposed to hype you up to it.
Yeah, all I need is one single, man. Like
So-
save the bangers. Like I know you want to release them and go platinum, but save them for the album.
Yeah.
But that's just me. And I'm sure
Yeah.
some people really do like having the singles come out.
What'd you guys think of that video Cole put up promoting the fall off?
I fucked with it. I mean,
I fucked with it too.
I'm a Cole fan, so I'm always looking forward to new music coming out from him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I've been waiting on this album, so I'm really looking forward to it. I'm sure it's gonna be crazy. I'm interested to see if he's gonna go featureless again or if he's gonna.
Because that feature, I think
full-time.
he only featured himself, which is
kill
Edward.
Edward.
Edward,
yeah,
Yeah,
which was
so
him.
it wasn't really he featured people, but
He
it
has a
was
Kill
him.
Edward album
It
coming.
was him.
too.
So
That's exciting.
And an off season.
I haven't been waiting for the album, but I am a Cole fan. But he never disappoints. So.
yeah, he never disappoints.
Mm-mm.
Is Kendrick coming out with new music?
Okay.
That's a good
Where
question.
has he been?
So I saw a
I
video
feel
with
like
him.
he hasn't been doing.
I saw a video of him 4 months ago, and he
Uh-huh.
had a beard. And the thing is with artists,
Yeah,
when typically when they're in album mode, they grow all their hair out.
Yeah, because they don't focus on other shit. They're
He
just
was
working.
boxing. He was boxing gym, but he had the album hair. So I already know that look.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm looking
that's
forward.
real.
I'm sure he's gonna come out with something. I'm looking forward to it.
Damn came out in 2017.
Yeah.
And then,
So that's 3 years.
and then that Black Panther album.
Yeah, but that was
last
for the
year.
soundtrack.
I ain't counting
though.
that shit.
Yeah, I'm not counting that.
That's
so.
okay because I don't count that shit either.
I'm not counting that.
Yeah,
but
so I'm sure he's gonna.
Go ahead.
But I'm glad he's taking time. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying to make a good album.
shit gonna
Because
be a
we talked about this
classic.
before, but I hate when people just drop every year albums like, bro, like
or 2
work
albums
on
in a
it.
year.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like how hard are you working on these songs if you're dropping 2-3 albums a year, 4 mixtapes? It's like, yo, you could take some time off, and really
should
work.
ask that to Future and Drake because I feel like every year they have projects.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think sometimes I feel like it's just to stay on top because Drake, he knows people are gonna buy his shit or download his
True.
shit. So even if it's not like amazing, people are gonna download him, and be like, "Oh, this is the best shit ever." You feel me? So I think it's more so just to stay on top, break records. You feel me? I think right now Drake's mindset is I'm trying to be the biggest artist ever.
Speaking of breaking records, just because you reminded me when you said that, Beyonce just became the most awarded female since Whitney Houston. I just had to get that out there. You can
Is
go ahead
she
and continue.
more awarded than Whitney?
Than Whitney?
She's-
No, she tied for Whitney Houston. So when she
okay.
gets more, she's gonna become.
Well,
but now she
that's
is the most.
I'm not
awarded.
surprised
It makes
about
sense.
that.
I
You know,
know.
it's Beyonce,
I
so
know,
she's gonna be making
it's
music.
great.
and-
She makes
Yeah.
amazing music, bro.
Greatness. Anyway.
All right.
Anyway, back to what we were saying. I actually, I don't know if you guys are familiar with DJ Booth.
Yes, he DJs for Wendy and Nikki.
No.
But that's who he does though.
No, I'm not talking about a person.
Um,
DJ Booth.
I know who you're talking about. He's
It's
a
not a
DJ,
person.
Right?
It's not a person. It's a
Oh.
publication that does music write-ups.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't. I thought you was talking about the person. His name is DJ Booth. So
Nah.
Well, what about it though?
So they put up actually a really interesting article I've yet to read about why some artists put out 2 albums per year. Some do it because, strike while the iron's hot.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a few examples that they gave. I'll pull it up right now. But one example that they use DMX. People who did it successfully are like DMX and DaBaby.
Ariana Grande did it too.
Did she?
Yeah, Sweetener and Thank You Next. Those were back-to-back albums.
Sweetener was okay to me.
Yeah, I think it only got hyped because Pharrell curated it. I don't think I'm saying.
Yeah, man. Whatever Pharrell touches, man, is gold.
Yeah,
classic.
Yes, and she got a Grammy for Sweetener. So.
So 4 reasons why is a quote from their editor-in-chief. After extensive research, we have found that artists who release multiple albums in a calendar year can be neatly filed into one of 4 categories. 1, strike while the iron's hot. 2, sorry for the wait. 3, too many styles for one disc. And 4, volume shooters. I feel like what we have now is a lot of like volume shooters.
So sorry for the wait is more like sorry for making you wait so long. Here's 2 albums.
I think that's what that is.
And then what? Different, like I can see the different vibes.
Too many styles. I can understand that. Because like you
like when Future dropped Future Hendrix, like Future was like the trap, and then Hendrix was like this R&B pop type shit. So I get that.
Or like Scorp's like looking back, realizing thinking about this, I would rather Scorpion just have been rap and then release the R&B side on a different project.
I wouldn't call it the R&B side. I'd call it the pop side because it sounded like pop. He was chasing the pop line with that other side.
Honestly, I don't remember.
Either way, though.
I didn't like
either way, though. I mean, it was 2 completely different. I get what he was trying to do, but like he could have split it up though. You know, but
definitely. And then strike while the iron's hot. So like I was surprised we got a new DaBaby album this year. I was really surprised by that. And I think if Megan's album is coming out this year or next year.
Next year.
Okay, I was gonna say then she's someone else who does like 2 a year.
But it's only what they consider albums though. If they're not considered an album, then it's not an album.
Yeah, because I mean I know people drop like 1 album and like 3 mixtapes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
Gucci has like over 100 projects.
Yeah, Larry Jr.'s dropped an album this week, but he drops
all the time.
Music, bro. Hella music.
Records.
I fuck with it though. Yes. I like the music he's dropping, man.
Larry Jr. is hard, bro.
Bro, he makes me feel so cool when I listen to him. Like I don't know how lame that sounds, but like I listen to him and it's just like, bro, like it's just the type of shit you put on when you just want to vibe and kick back. Like I don't know. It's just the type of mood he puts you in. But yeah, bro, I really fuck with Larry Jr. This new project he dropped is nice.
I definitely do too. But what we were saying back to the fall off, super geek for that. I didn't really like the video, and it's not that like I thought it was like crap or anything. It just seems kind of I think it's me. I'm burned out on like the whole political angle for like certain shit.
I agree. You
know what I'm saying? Like presidential election, president's always in our face. They're trying to slander each other, and then I see like that. I'm just like, it's a little corny. He's like,
I think it's funny that you're saying you burnt out, but last week you were trying to get us to talk politics.
I think we should talk.
Yeah. I hate talking about politics, but we should talk about politics more.
I think, right. I've already prepared for the argument.
You was already prepared for what?
I was prepared for what you was going to say. I'm already prepared for that.
Go ahead. What's the rebuttal?
I think that we should focus on the issues. Once the issues come about, and then we hit on the politics. It opens us up to so many more different conversations.
Okay, so how do you know J. Cole's album isn't focused on issues?
Okay, I'm done talking about his album now. I'm talking about political issues.
But I'm saying
now.
You said it was political.
The video itself was political. I'm talking about the video itself.
Okay, so
I wasn't a big fan of the video itself because just like politics, and it's like, oh,
but are they important issues though that he's talking about in the video?
Taxes, police brutality. Yeah, I would say so. Taxes, police brutality.
Those are issues, you know.
Yeah.
Taxes is a really big thing because people don't notice that everything is slightly more expensive now.
Yeah.
So
bag of chips is not $10, $20 anymore. Shit's almost $2.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
That shit is wild. But that's because of the tariffs. That's because certain shit gets pushed. Like you brought this up to me actually about how certain shit gets pushed in front of us to distract us, like these fucking sandwiches.
Mm-hmm. Should make you check the world news.
I still have yet to eat any of those.
Bro,
I've had the Chick-fil-A sandwich, but previous to that whole thing going on.
Bro, that Popeye sandwich is mid as fuck.
Yeah,
it tastes mass produced.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it is. It's just a sandwich.
They literally took a tender and threw that bitch in a bun.
And then people are saying the sandwich that was in the summer was bigger and tasted different.
I'm sure it was. So, I mean, because didn't they have a whole thing to where if you bring your own bun, they'll give you a tender to put in there and eat it?
Basically.
Yeah, like they're probably doing that. It's just a bunch of bullshit, you know. It's
Spicy
probably
Deluxe,
just
Chick-fil-A.
what's going on is probably they're just trying to distract us from something else that's going on.
Yeah.
So they want us to talk about Chick-fil-A and fucking Popeyes.
Somebody getting
Who the
assassinated
fuck
right
cares?
now.
Yeah, real shit though. Who cares about chicken sandwiches? Like, eat whichever one you want to fucking eat. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
It's great.
And the president is still being investigated for his impeachment.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how the Boondocks predicted all this shit in a really weird way.
Yeah.
Bro, there's a couple cartoons that have predicted
The Simpsons.
Shit. The Simpsons are on some weird shit with what they've talked about.
Isn't it weird how that show, Family Guy, I feel like they all since the was predicting shit, but they've been on air like
for years.
Longer than we've been alive.
The Simpsons is, I think it's like the longest running show. It's like 20-something seasons.
It is.
Something like that, yeah.
And I can't figure out why, because I can't get
it's
into
not
Simpsons.
that
I know the
funny.
older seasons were a lot better than now. So, you know, but I mean, I think it's just at this point, it's just
they just on to be on.
It's just on to be on.
Yeah.
But I've heard, I haven't watched them recently, to be honest with you, but from what I've seen from people saying, the newer seasons have been pretty decent. So take that for how you want. But I gotta go to the bathroom.
This would be a part. So, guys, if you want to sponsor us, this would be a part where your ad goes here. Your ad goes here.
Well, y'all can always follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter at the Vontrellduh, because it's Vontrellduh.
Oh.
This ad is brought to you by Vontrell.
Kendall, turn around.
So you just gonna cut off my ad?
No, oh my bad. Go ahead.
It's too late now. It's done.
Kendall, turn around. All videos. Oh, can't see me. All videos and signed photos you see are taken by that man, Trey K47, a.k.a. Wendell Killiams. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Gang, gang. What you doing over there? Of course, that's what you do. But I'm looking forward to the fall off. I'm looking forward to anything cold. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like me personally, I don't know, man. I think I be burning myself out. I be thinking too hard about a lot of shit, and I be ruining shit for myself.
You know what's crazy?
I
can never get enough Beyonce. Like I've been listening to the same songs for years, but even her, my favorite album is her self-titled album, and every time I hear it, it's like I hear it for the first time every single time. It never gets old to me. So I was just asking myself that, like, damn, when I'm gonna be done and over this? Because I always thought, like, people, even younger people, thought that this was a phase, or that I was just obsessed, or out the band. But no, I'm actually in a lovely relationship with her. So
sound ridiculous. I don't know. It all depends on me. Like, I don't like everything Cole's ever put out.
Oh yeah, I don't necessarily like everything she put out, but I still listen to it all.
Oh,
like,
facts.
I was going back and the other day. I don't know if you saw on Snapchat, but I was listening to her whole albums on my temporary title. I ain't had no music saved in my library, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna listen to old albums.
Right.
And I was listening to old albums, and I'm like, oh, okay. A few songs, I was like, oh, I really don't fuck with this song, but because it's her, I knew it.
Yeah. So do you ever see yourself getting tired of Kid Cudi?
If he didn't change his sound up or style up so much, yeah. But I mean, I feel like there's if you listen to his older projects and his newer projects, like there's similarities, but they're definitely not the same.
He's very experimental, from what I understand.
Exactly. So it's hard for me to get used to or tired of it, because it's like one album will sound one way and the next one is a completely different sound. So it's like, how do I get tired of that? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if it was just the same shit, then yeah, I could get tired of it pretty easily. Mm-hmm. That's anybody though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Like, see, I don't know, but then with certain artists, I like when artists explore, but sometimes just like, it's weird. So like, for example, Cole on like the London. I didn't like it. I didn't like that verse.
Really?
Yeah, everyone was saying that.
I don't like the London in general, but
yeah, that song is.
It's the London. He's not a singer, right? He's just a producer, right?
No, he's a rapper. He's rapping on that track.
He has like
so
he
EP Young Thug's album. He executive produced it, and he produced Mannequin Challenge. But he's actually the only track on the album he's actually rapping on is the London. I don't like that Cole verse, and I don't like Mr. Nice Watch either.
Really?
I think
Mr. Nice.
I wasn't expecting that. That's such an old song.
It is an old song. That's why I was like, what? That's the one with Jay-Z on it, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't like that song.
That was my shit. Oh, wow, you wild.
Why don't you? Why? Because
it's that beat.
It's not Cole.
Nah, no. It's that beat.
The beat went, okay.
I don't like that beat, bro. I don't like Mr. Nice Watch, bro.
I don't know. Like, I'm all for... I prefer when artists experiment with sounds. And the thing is, like, not everything that they do is gonna be amazing. But that's just everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate it. You feel me? Like, there's plenty of Kid Cudi songs. Like, okay, for Speeding Bullet to Heaven. I don't know if you guys know that album, but it's a Kid Cudi album, and it's completely different from his other shit. Like
Indica different?
No, like it's not even hip hop. It's rock. You know what I'm saying? Like it's completely rock guitars, like screaming, like all that type of shit. Like it's different. You know, not every song on there that I don't like every single song on there. I'm gonna be real, but there's plenty of songs I do fuck with. You feel me? So I just appreciate that he's trying new shit. And it's trying to, expand his horizons a little bit, you know, and not just getting kind of caught up and typecasted into the humming dude that hums and, raps about weed. And this is like, no, like he's trying to do other shit. And it's just nice when artists do that. But it's kind of sucks, like, for example, like, and I guess he's a newer artist, so he has plenty of time. But like the Baby, for example, like a lot of his stuff sounds very similar.
The beat, if you notice, is that doom, 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 doom.
The flows, this is kind of, the shit he's talking about is kind of like the same shit. You feel me? And granted, he's a newer artist, so he has more than enough time to try different stuff out.
Basically, Future,
Future.
He always sound the same to me, and I be having to turn him off sometimes. I'd be like, all right.
Yeah, some artists is just like, all right, if you're not switching it up any, like I can only listen to you like when I'm in a certain mood. I can't just throw you on. You know what I'm saying?
Do you ever find yourself like when you're listening to like your favorite artist and they do try something new, but you still don't like it, but then you listen to it again and all of a sudden it grows?
Yes.
On you?
Oh, all the time. There's plenty of things where I've re-listened to it. Okay, so for example, it's not that I hated this album. It just wasn't like my favorite when it came out. When Yeezus came out. Like it was definitely a little bit more like it was a lot more intense. It was just he was a lot more shit. Yeah, so when I first heard it, I was like, all right, this is cool. There's a couple songs that I fuck with, it's whatever. And then like I just a couple months ago, I re-listened to like the whole album through again, and like I was like, yo, this is cold. Like
Black Skinhead came on my shuffle the other day. I was lit.
Yeah, bro. Like that album is
it's
different, bro. It's completely different.
I have that theory about Cole. So, like, a lot of people, our generation, they think Cole's boring.
But I never thought he was boring,
No, I don't.
I could see how people can say he's boring, though. I really can. I don't think he is.
No.
I'm a huge Cole fan, but I can see how people could think he's boring. Just so the way, like, the way he raps, it's not, like, super exciting. It's more, like, just kind of like monotone.
I just think because he wasn't talking about things that other rappers
again.
Facts.
That's another big thing too. It's like he doesn't really make music to get hyped to. There's a couple songs where you can get hyped, but he's not that type of dude.
Yeah,
but there's always a message behind it. So like for example, the KOD thing was so nice because he fused like trap beats that are really catchy, but then he talked really good shit over like ATM. He would count it up. But if you listen to the songs teaching you about money and the pitfalls of it, which is like super fucking dope. But what I was saying was, when our generation gets older, I think that's when they're really going to explore Cole. Your values are going to change. And things are going to be like, okay, like, dang. Hey, getting older, like, oh, what about this J. Cole dude? He's been talking about this shit for years. Now that we're in our 30s and 40s, damn, this shit kind of hits with me. You know what I'm saying? I think
now we're experiencing it. So
correct.
Yeah, because we were, 14, 15 when he came out?
Who Dat came out when I was in middle school, I think. That's the first time I heard Cole.
Yeah, so we were like young as fuck. So we weren't even like he was already an adult and doing shit. So when he's talking about stuff that we weren't even experiencing, it's like how can we relate to that?
Facts.
He's boring. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's easy to do that. But yeah, you're 100% right. Once you get older, you can relate. Just like with Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Like with
they're
444.
They're going to understand that a lot more.
That 444 album come 10, 20 years from now?
But, I mean, I like it now, but it's going to hit when I'm actually dealing with that.
And then a lot of our friends come up to us like, man, you ever heard 444? Like, bro, I already tried to tell you about this.
10 years ago, my nigga.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for. Oh, by the way, speaking of new music, so that Uzi leak apparently was fake. And it was actually just a bunch of Lucy's. Yeah, I figured you have something to say on that. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't like that.
All right. First of all, when he told me it leaked, I was like, "There's no way." Especially because he told me it leaked, and then he sent me sent it through Apple, like a song, and I was like, "There's no way you leak it on Apple," because I'm pretty sure it has to be like that's like legit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta prove it. Yeah.
Yeah, but then when I went on the album, it didn't say Lil Uzi. It just said Eternal Ataki. You know?
It didn't say Lil Uzi? Eternal Atake.
Atake. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So I listened to it, and it makes sense that those were Lucy's because it definitely like some of the songs were like, all right, this is kind of cool, but it for what you're waiting for that album because that's like what everyone's waiting for from him.
I thought he said he was done making music though.
I don't know. Everyone's done making music.
Right.
Like seriously. So like it was kind of like underwhelming for me because I was just expecting something like super crazy. You feel me? And I guess if those are Lucy's, then I get, I'm still waiting on. But is he even gonna release it now that got leaked? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I don't know, man.
He pulled that bad boy down. I try to go back to the link. It's gone now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him, but it was. If I'm judging that album, it was okay. It was all right.
I'm not a Uzi fan, so
I ain't saying nothing about it.
you
So.
know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I listen to Uzi like if I'm just like lit, you know what I'm saying, or just like trying to get in a certain mood. But I know some people that like love Lil Uzi, and it's not for me.
I don't understand.
I can't.
You
He's not the type of guy
that
for
make
me.
you uncomfortable.
Is he that guy for you?
A little bit, but it's a few of them that does it for me.
Like what? Like
I know he was one of them. Tekashi was always one of them. R. Kelly is one of them.
now,
Yeah.
I mean, but even before then, he was still
Talk about some.
yeah.
He wanted to come off like he was like that nigga, like he can get any girl. Which he probably could get hella females, but looking back at it now, it's looking creepy as fuck.
50 and up, they love them to R. Kelly.
They do.
You can't tell them.
Because they grew up with that. They grew up with that.
Them
Like he was
shit
hot.
about that man.
He was like, I mean, he was bigger than Trey Songz, but like imagine like how women like see like Trey Songz or Chris Brown now. In 50 years, they probably still gonna fuck with him. Just like back in like the 80s and 90s, he was that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
He was on Space Jam.
Yeah,
One of my favorite movies ever.
Yeah, bro. Literally, that song, I was like, I'm pretty sure I've cried listening to that song, or at least teared up. That's
Bro.
now.
What was the first song that ever made you cry?
Okay. All right, so there's a couple. There's one, Luther Vandross, "Dance with My Father."
Dude.
That makes everybody's cry.
Yeah,
You seen the video?
Yeah, I've seen the video, bro. Like when I listened to it, like the first couple times, like I don't know, for some reason I just imagined like that my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, and obviously he's still alive, but like I was just imagining going through that. Super sad, And it's a great song, so I got teared up for that. But what is it? The Titanic song, "My Heart Will Go On." Is that it?
Yeah, Celine Dion.
Yo,
that makes you cry.
It used to. It doesn't anymore. But when I was a kid and I listened to it, it made me tear up. That's such a beautiful song, man. Like
for me, the one song, and this is the only song I've ever cried to. It was Rihanna, "Man Down."
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Man down.
Because I've been through some things in my past.
Hey, hey, I get you.
So the first time I heard it, I'm like, oh. Like, it just struck a chord.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the song, I was fucking balling.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah. And I was hanging out with my friends, so I was going to meet her.
You try to, like, clear up before you
get She came to me, and I'm sitting there, and he was like, what's wrong? I'm like, it's a song.
It's amazing.
Family Business by Kanye. That made me tear up. Just like the way the hook, all that glitters is not made. Like, just the whole message behind it, that one kind of made me tear up. The title track, I keep bringing up J. Cole. I'm sorry, bro. The title track of 4 Year Rise Only, the last song, that's like 8 minutes long, the sonnet.
Is that the She Minds Part 2?
No.
Oh.
She Minds Part 2 is a different song. The last song, the title track, it's 8 minutes long. It's a sonnet, so it's written to his best friend's daughter because his best friend was killed. So that entire verse is written to his daughter. Bruh, that was like, woof. And then Sacrifices made me tear up a little bit, though. I didn't cry.
You know what's crazy? I teared up when She's Mine Part 1 and 2 just because I'm like, oh, he really loved this girl.
Yeah.
That was a really good album, man.
It was
a good album, bro. Like, kind of what I was saying earlier, I know a friend. I was talking to him, and I was talking about 4 Year Rise Only. He's like, no, I wasn't really feeling it. I'm like, listen to it again.
4 Year Rise Only is that song.
Yeah, the title track, the last track. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then I'm like, listen to it again now. He's like, now I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're older, different parts of our life. I love that album. But those are probably...
But that album came out in, like, what, 2017?
16.
Oh.
16.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Excuse me. So those are probably the songs I can think that made me cry. What movies that made you guys cry? Me, Marley and Me. When they buried him at the end, that shit had me hurt.
That's what everyone says. We watched it in school. And we watched it like when I was in like middle school.
That shit
and
hurt.
I'm pretty sure like I left the class, not because I was sad, but I think I went to the bathroom. I was doing something. I didn't see the ending of it, so I've never seen the ending of that movie. I don't want to because I don't want to cry.
Boy.
Honestly, I'm not an animal person, so it
didn't. That and Fruitvale Station. That shit hurt.
That's a sad movie. Yeah, that's
you ever seen Fruitvale Station? That was for me. That was my first time seeing Michael B. Really good performance by him in that movie.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, but just the whole premise of the movie. I mean, it's a real thing that happened, true event. So it just kind of sucks.
Yes. I know The Notebook made me cry, but I already watched The Notebook out of spite.
The Notebook. I feel like that movie's low key annoying as fuck.
I don't know if I've ever seen
that movie. That movie is so fucking
It's the end
trash.
of the movie that makes it so fucking.
It's not trash. It's not a trash movie.
It's not a trash movie, but it's the end of the movie. That's
but
so
you don't want to
sad.
see it.
But
I've seen it.
But do you want to see it?
It's
Not
the
again,
hype. It's
though.
the hype around it that makes it so irritating.
Because girls love to quote that
yes,
shit.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but I had a friend. We when I was in college, she went away and she took some movies. And I let her take some movies. She took my favorite movie, which is Waiting to Exhale, and she been getting me to trying to watch Notebook. So out of spite, I watched the Notebook, but I didn't think I was gonna cry because real niggas don't cry.
Yeah.
So, but at the end, when she died in his arms and he went to sleep, and I was a mess. It was horrible, and I hated her so much because I'm like, bitch, why did you want me to watch this to begin with? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there was one more. What the fuck was it? I just had it. Oh, I remember the first movie, the first Pokemon movie.
Made you cry.
Have you guys seen? Have you seen it?
This sound real childish, but go ahead.
Have you seen it?
I'm pretty sure
I probably have
On
a
VHS?
long time ago.
With Mewtwo and Mew and everything? Okay. So what happened is Mewtwo and Mew are fighting, right? They both shoot some attacks in the middle. Ash goes in the I don't know why the fuck he did this shit. He runs in the middle in between the two blasts. Like they're literally shooting these like death beams and shit. And he gets hit. So it's a cartoon. Obviously he's not gonna blow up and die. So he gets frozen to stone. And so he falls to the ground. So Pikachu walks up, he's like, I ain't making noise, fuck that. But I mean, he's like, crying, and then he starts crying, and all the Pokemon start crying. And all the tears came together, and they like revived Ash. That shit. And I was a kid, bro.
The 11-year-old?
You were probably crying to help him too. I didn't take my tears.
Yeah, bruh. The forever 11-year-old Ash, yes, yeah, bro. That shit had me hurt.
I do know, like, when I'm watching like certain shows on Netflix and they like play on my heartstrings, like I am a sucker for love stories. I've realized as I'm getting older. Yeah, excuse me, because somebody got engaged on this show that I was watching last night, and I was balling.
Really?
Yeah, but I was because they went through a lot, so I was crying, and I was like, oh, okay. And it's just certain things that makes me cry. Like coming on stories make me cry. If they're received well, it makes me cry.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Yeah,
some videos that get me kind of emotional, like the military come home videos, the surprises.
Yeah, some of those are pretty emotional. It's just nice to see
I don't
people
never
like.
cry because of one. Like I'd be like,
Yeah, I've never cried, but like I can see why people would.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because my brother was in the military. He tried to surprise my mom. That shit was a fail. Like,
why was it a fail?
So he
right.
He called me or texted me, said I'm coming home, and I think I forgot about it. He pulled up outside.
I forgot about it. Like,
and he was like, "Oh shit, what's up? Oh shit, what's up?" He's like, "Where's mom?" I'm like, "She's downstairs. She's about to leave." He's like, "All right, what should I do?" And then like I think he hid like on the side of the house, and by the time he meant to come sneak up, my mom had came outside and saw him. So she was still surprised per se, but I think that shit was kind of a fail. I think he meant to catch her like she was still in the house and shit.
It was a surprise either.
It was a surprise to her. Yeah.
I thought you like ruined the surprise.
Yeah.
Or something.
Oh no, I wouldn't do no.
I thought she was just like, hey,
right,
he
like,
kept doing the shit.
Fuck
like,
you.
That'd be some asshole shit.
That would have hurt me. I'd be like, damn,
Yeah,
I'm gonna actually go back if you don't fuck with me like that.
For sure. All right, so let's get to the agenda. So how do we feel about T.I. annually checking his daughter's hymen?
That's weird and pointless, I think.
Weird as fuck.
I think it is too. And then on top of that,
everybody does. I haven't seen one person. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but like,
no, you good. But you're right. Nobody is in.
Charlemagne.
No one's defended him, and like that's
Charlemagne.
He defended him.
I listened to Brilliant Idiots today. What he was saying exactly was that he understands it because you're trying to protect your daughter. Protect your daughter as much as possible.
But
let me finish.
Go ahead and let you finish because I'm sure finna kill that shit.
I understand. I hear where you're coming from. To protect your daughter, and I'm sorry if I misquote this, to protect your daughter as much as you want, as much as you possibly can. So we understand the mindset. And that sometimes we kill dads. Because as men, we get killed either we do too much or we don't do enough. Mm-hmm. So I understand that. But, he's just trying to make sure that he protects his kid as much as possible. My thought process is, bro, no matter how many times you take her to the doctor, it's not going to stop her from having sex. Once she does have sex, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
It's probably turning her into the biggest virgin ever. Like, she'd probably go crazy on the anal. Like, you never know. But
damn near, you never know.
Right.
I don't know, but I mean.
Right, but what I was going to say was, she's 18. This is a grown woman now. If she wanted to go and have sex, she could. And on top of that, they was on national motherfucking TV.
Podcast. Even bigger than TV.
No, I'm saying. What I'm talking about, they were
on TV. The reality show.
The reality show was on TV, and the conversation of sex came up with their son. Their son is only like 14, 15. He's out here having sex, and T.I. was completely okay with it. Now, your grown-ass daughter, who ain't been in nothing, is an issue. It's just a double standard. I don't like the double standard.
Yeah, I was going to say,
like,
if you're gonna go that far with your daughter, you have to go the same with your son.
Exactly.
Then it's just like, I don't know.
Well, but at the same time, you got to raise boys. None of us have kids, by the way. But when I understand that you have to raise sons and daughters differently.
But you're gonna encourage your 14-year-old son to have sex while your 18-year-old daughter is getting checked up annually.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, niggas can bring baby homes too.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It works both ways.
For real.
So it just he needs to heat the same energy with all his kids. Period.
Yeah,
I
but I just think that's
how you gonna track a dude's first nut, but
you can't.
I don't think you can either.
Either way, though, like I mean, that what is it? The hymen? Is that what it is? It could break with just like physical activity, like just working out or doing some shit. So like even. What happens if it gets checked and it's broken? And what's he gonna do? Get mad at her for riding the bike or doing whatever?
And that's my thing. Like, when she does have sex, what are you going to do about it?
Nothing.
Probably flip the fuck out.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
That's all you
What's
can do.
Is I mean, we've all been there. Like, it ain't like we tell our parents or announce that. Like, oh yeah, I'm having sex, by the way. Like 9 times out of 10, that shit happen. They don't find out until years later when it's expected for us to be doing it. But
I mean, I eventually told him, but not when I first started having sex. Like, I was forever down the line. Forever.
I never told them.
No.
If I had it my choice, my parents would still think I'm a straight virgin.
I think your case is different though. Versus me and him, the case is different. But
still,
facts. So and my thing is, obviously we're not in that household. Maybe something happened that we don't know about, but at the same time.
But what would happen? What justifies that?
Someone else on that Brilliant Idiots podcast, I forget her name, actually brought up a good point that she as a child was sexually assaulted, so she's paranoid. So she got her daughter hymen checked. I think maybe once. I don't know if it was every year, but like once or something like that. So if you're paranoid or something like that happens,
that makes sense.
I mean, if you're like a little kid, and you may think something is going on. That's one thing. But if you're getting it checked annually, you know what I'm saying? Like
something's not right in that.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just weird, bro. And not every person, not every girl. God forbid, it obviously does happen with both men and women, or boys and girls in this case. But like. They do get, sexually assaulted, at a young age. That shit does happen. So I could understand that in a sense. But again, if you suspect something of happening, or your daughter or son, or your daughter, I guess in this case, comes up to you and says something, then you want to get it checked. Okay, I guess that makes sense. But if your 18-year-old daughter, and I don't know how long they've been doing this for.
She was 16, I believe he said.
Even still, it should have been nothing he said to the public like that.
That's something you keep behind he said it like doors. People are gonna be like, that's how you raise a daughter. Everyone's like, you're fucking tripping, bro. Like, no.
If anything, that's gonna make her more reclusive to him. Now she's gonna go through shit and not want to talk to him.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Exactly.
That's probably embarrassing for her too. Now everyone knows that.
Probably gonna be one of them preacher's kids.
She has a Twitter. She was liking tweets of people saying how excessive it is. Because in all reality, it is.
I'm sure she said some shit to her dad about
bro.
it. He probably doesn't give a fuck, But obviously, she's not like, let's go, She probably is just as upset as everybody else is, but
Me personally, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off.
You're good.
If I have a daughter, and obviously everyone needs to go make that appointment to go see a gyno, I'm not gonna be the first person to go. Everyone's different. I get that. I can't tell anybody how to raise their kids, but when I have a daughter, I would expect her mother to go with her. Or her older sister, or a sister, auntie, a woman in her life to go before I would go.
Yeah.
Now,
even still, in the bigger picture of things, I don't even think it's about the gyno. It's just about the open line of communication between
Correct.
the parent and the child.
Correct.
So it's all dependent on how you make that child feel. So if you say some off the wall shit to make your child feel like, oh well, I can't come to my parent with everything, then that's how they're gonna go about it. But if you have this open. Like, I know when I have kids, this isn't going to be nothing my kids cannot tell me. Because I'm never going to intimidate them to the fact that they can't tell me anything.
Facts.
It's all of that. I think it's all about how they perceive it and how you are perceiving it.
Correct.
As to what your child is going to tell you. Because I don't tell my parents anything. And it's because I just don't tell them anything. So, but I'm pretty sure, like, you have an open relationship with your parents, right? Yeah.
For the most part,
yeah. Mine's is getting there. Before it wasn't. But now I'm definitely starting to open up more to him now. My dad let me cuss the other day, actually. I was really surprised.
What's crazy is my dad, he's been letting me cuss around him since
I slipped up. I don't know what I was like, shit. And then I was like, damn.
I mean, what, you 23 years old.
But, bro.
I know. Your parents are some other shit. But.
You know what I'm saying? But even with that, it's still your parents. Like, I would never cuss in front of my grandma.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't have that choice right now. But
damn, bro. Okay.
I'm sorry to make it like that sad, but I don't. I was giving an example. I get what you say though. I wouldn't either. I didn't when I was younger, a kid. I try not to cuss in front of my mom either. If I do, I always warn her, and it's never directed towards her. It's always about some bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's never. I'm like, just so you know, I'm about to say this. You know?
Yeah. All I know is that night. Remember that night we were at your house, man? Your mom was in hock.
Me?
That day she come home. Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. I mean, like she just
bad as hell.
I was just worried. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like anybody would be worried.
Facts.
You know,
Yeah.
especially if she wasn't like hitting me
And
back.
it's just y'all that stay at the house.
Yeah. So I'm like, where the fuck are you?
My mom
You
got
know
a
what I'm
curfew
saying?
too, low key.
Word.
If it's just in my mind, I can't.
Yeah,
Bring
you
your ass
can't.
home.
Yeah.
But like she works for a school district,
Mhm.
so you know you got to get up kind of early. If it's
Mhm.
11 o'clock, you're not home yet. It's a weekday. Oh, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Where you at?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Not
a lot of
there.
huh?
I said she ain't there.
She not there.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it'll be like what they've been doing lately. Like now they just did this. Hey, Devonn, we're going out of town this weekend. Oh, okay. Thanks. Like they'll literally disappear for like a weekend, like 4 days, and just won't even tell me.
I mean, I feel like maybe they're just you're an
I guess
adult.
It's kind of
You know
different,
what I'm saying?
though,
They don't
'cause
gotta
she's
like.
with her husband.
Yeah, it's not like you
I
gotta
guess, but damn,
tell
like,
you're a 23-year-old man, and you don't gotta be. Where's my mom? You know, but at the same like on I feel like that if they're going with your dad is different
Yeah.
than like just your
I don't
dad's
trip.
at home and no one knows where she's at. And it's like, what the fuck is
yeah,
going
where the
on?
fuck is my mom at?
Yeah.
I know
that's
whenever
different.
my mom goes out, 9 times out of 10, she's with my dad. So
My dad travels a lot, so whenever my mom goes out, she's usually by herself and she's meeting somebody.
Yeah, so I mean that's different. Like if your mom's not home and your dad's like gone and it's like 11 midnight, you're like, where are you?
Where the hell
You know what I'm
at?
saying?
Yeah.
So that's different. But yeah, man, my mom was just I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you're not hit me, you not answer my calls, not answer my texts. You got work tomorrow.
You grounded.
Right.
That shit was funny. So are we ready to move on from
Yeah,
T.I.
yeah,
Hyman
yeah,
talk?
yeah.
Alrighty. This is really interesting, actually. So Ray J is trying to get Suge Knight pardoned.
I heard about
throw
that.
it away.
That
Oh
shit
my
is so
gosh.
weird to me. So to
What?
give context to
I
the
heard
people who
about
don't
that.
know, Suge Knight is fucking crazy, right?
Period.
People always say, "Oh, free such and such, free such and such." Keep his ass in.
Yeah,
throw
bro.
away the
he's-
key.
yeah,
Please,
man, that-
his ass is crazy. So, because of that, right? He right now is in jail on a manslaughter charge. I don't know how this is manslaughter because on the set of NWA documentary, he hit somebody intentionally with a car
Yeah.
and admitted to it, hitting 2 people with
And
a car.
got off.
and got off and killed.
And
Got off
got
on
off.
manslaughter.
Yeah.
Even though he killed one person, the other person was like critically hurt.
But this was caught on tape.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, when he ran the dude over, he said it was an accident.
Didn't he like?
He did it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
reversed and
Yeah.
went back to make
Dude is
like
crazy.
he was making sure that
I
dude
could have
was
sworn he
dead.
admitted to it.
Nah, not this time around. He didn't admit to this one.
Oh, okay.
No. But for those other people who don't know, Ray J is in charge of Death Row Records right now from Suge Knight. So that is why Ray J is trying to.
Anybody else feel like that's
get him
random
out
as
of that.
fuck? Like,
Random-
Nick Cannon
Random-
is writing the book of Suge Knight, which I don't even
But
think.
how
he
do
released
these
the
people
book.
like?
But
come
Ray
I
J,
don't
together?
even know.
but Ray J got Suge Knight's life rights.
Yeah, which is crazy to me because
That's
Suge
weird.
Knight has sons and they're all around the same
Right.
age.
What's the
So-
relationship between Ray J and Suge? Like,
It's probably some undercover
I guess
industry
they're
shit.
friends. I guess
apparently,
they're friends.
like
Maybe
good
some
friends.
crazy industry shit we don't know
Yeah,
about.
that
that
but-
happened.
Yeah,
Behind-
clearly
behind the
they
industry,
have a history because
Yeah, they
you don't
do.
just give people the
They
rights to
do,
your life
but
like
people
that.
say behind the closed doors, Ray J is that man. Apparently.
Yeah, I do
So,
hear that. I
Really?
hear he's like
Yeah.
very business savy. Like he's not just some like washed dude. Like he.
Wait, he got the
makes
Raycon
moves.
headphones. I see those everywhere.
Bruh,
I didn't know that was
makes fucking-
him. No, that's the crazy.
I remember
part.
seeing,
and
like,
he's got like
What?
celebrities endorsing his shit. So
Yes.
it's not like he's just on some bullshit. Like
And
he's
he
really
had
making moves.
he had that remember when what the fuck were those called? Really popular? The little
hoverboards.
yes.
Yeah.
He had a scooter too, I think.
He had like a bike scooter,
something along those lines. He had he has
yeah.
the wireless headphones. He had that. Didn't he own a few of those reality TV shows?
I think so.
Yeah, but he's just making moves, man. You
Moves,
don't gotta
wow.
be in the spotlight and a super big celebrity to be making moves. There's plenty of, just because you're famous doesn't mean like you're shit. There's plenty of behind the scenes shit that's going
Exactly.
on that and he's a part of that.
Exactly.
Like,
But
big time.
if y'all was one of Suge Knight kids and y'all are completely capable of
Yeah.
doing it, would y'all not feel some type
Oh,
of
I
way?
sure definitely
'Cause
feel some
I-
type of way. I don't know if they do.
feel
Maybe
some type
maybe
of
it was talked about. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's been some type of discussion. Obviously, I don't know all the details, but yeah, if it was just like blindsided all of a sudden, like yeah, just so you know, I have the rights to your dad's life and this and that. You're like, what the fuck?
That shit
Like,
is
Yeah.
weird, bro.
yeah, I'd be like,
I think
you're
there's a business
tripping.
attachment to it. Probably like something
It
legal to where you
is,
can create a
yeah.
documentary or a book or some shit.
Of course,
But
yeah.
that's what Nick Cannon is in charge of.
Oh.
Nick Cannon is in charge of
Nick
his-
Cannon's supposed to be doing a Dr. Sebi.
Nick Cannon's
documentary,
making.
too.
He's
Yeah.
big in the industry too,
Nick
bro.
Cannon is big.
He's put on so
Dude.
many people, bro.
Talking about someone you want to look up to. That man.
Nick Cannon right there,
That
bro.
man is
all about his check.
for
Love
real.
it.
Like,
what,
no
NBC,
lie.
American Idol, stand up.
Nickelodeon. He's
Mad Singer.
What was it? Masked Singer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he owns
Masked
that.
Singer.
Wild and Out.
Wild Now. I think
Yeah.
Incredible
And he got a
Entertainment
talk
Company.
incredible
show coming
entertainment. He's
out.
got the headphones.
Yeah, and
he,
it's a radio show.
he got all types of
Yeah,
shit,
he
bro.
got
Nick Cannon's a
Talk
man,
Talking
bro.
about diversifying your,
And he went back to
ways
school
of-
to a Howard.
Yeah, he's just
Nick
doing big
Cannon's a
shit.
man, bro.
He's just
Top
doing
of
big
acting.
things, man.
And
On top, yeah,
rapping.
and yeah, his subpar music career.
And
Yeah.
and
He still
was
had
in,
it, though.
And he was in Drumline, which is a classic.
Classic.
Is
Classic.
the only movie you refer to? Because you refer to that movie a lot when we bring
No,
up
I
Nick Cannon.
don't.
I feel like that's the first movie that pops up in most
When did we
people's
talk
head.
about Nick Cannon?
Really?
Drumline.
Not
For
all,
Nick
not a
Cannon.
lot, but when he comes up, you refer.
I
to
feel like it's the
Drumline.
first time I talked about Nick Cannon with somebody in a very long time. But I be forgetting shit. Okay.
I know.
I'm sure you've brought up Drumline before.
Right.
You have. I don't know if we were talking about
Yeah.
Nick Cannon though.
Yeah.
I don't know what we were
Probably.
talking about.
But I probably it's a classic though. It's like you know what I'm saying.
It is, yeah, 100%.
Like out of that same 6 movies that BET used to play back in the day,
Drumline.
Drumline, Baby Boy, Menace.
For real.
But yeah, I think that when we talk about free such and such and free my homie, this is we gotta stop doing that. Why are you trying to get him pardoned for that shit? Keep him in, bro.
And honestly, the only reason why I feel like it's being talked about is because it's a slight chance that it might happen due to who our president is.
If that happens, bro, I'm gonna lose all
I
faith
mean,
in everything, bro.
maybe.
Yeah.
I could see it more so just like a publicity because like he is like fucked up, you know. So, but like if he's got like a book coming out and possibly a documentary and this and that, maybe he's just trying to get his name in there just so
Yeah.
people are like, what the fuck? And then like, oh, just so you know, we're dropping this, and then people are gonna want to watch that because maybe there's gonna be some information on Eazy-E
And then a new
this
Suge
and
Knight interview
that,
pops
and
up.
But even still, I feel
Exactly.
like there's nothing we don't know about Suge. And
That's what you think.
you know what I mean?
Yep.
You're
That's
right.
what That
you
is
think.
what you
I feel
think.
like I mean.
Let me rephrase it like this. I don't care.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, you're right.
I
No,
just-
I
I
don't.
just
No
don't
one's really
care.
looking for him, but like, I'm not gonna sit here and say there's probably some pretty interesting information about him and his life and the shit he's been gone through
I'm
with
sure
the
from
different
all the
people. So,
movies
Yeah,
and then
'cause hurt people hurt
doing their
people, bro.
specials. Like Michelle A did her special, and I think she was
Michelle
working
A?
with Suge. Yeah,
Yeah.
Michelle A. She was working with Suge and Dr. Dre, and she said they both were abusive. And then even I was watching the Tupac movie. He was aggressive. Like,
I mean, everyone knows you. That's
yeah, that's
everyone
what I'm
knows
saying.
that.
Like, I don't think even
I'm
if we do
assuming-
find out new information, I don't feel like it's gonna shock anybody.
It's not gonna be groundbreaking, but maybe. I have no
But it's
idea.
coming
I don't
from
know.
that person.
Yeah.
That's what makes it like.
But at the same time, it could just be his spin on it. So like, he could be like, I'm not a bad person. I did this because this person. You know what I'm saying? So you never. Really
same
know.
thing with like the OJ. Didn't he do an interview after he just got released?
OJ.
Yeah. Didn't he do another interview like right when he got out?
Who, O.J. Simpson?
Yeah.
I know he made
He
Twitters
did.
or
He
something.
made a Twitter, and then TMZ caught up with him. He didn't do an actual interview.
I thought he did
was
like a
just
sit down.
somebody else.
Well, you know, I'm thinking of when he got pardoned for the murder, and then wrote a book. If
He
I
wrote
did
a book. Yeah, if I did do it,
That nigga
this is
definitely
how I
did
did
it.
it.
That
Bruh.
motherfucker crazy. Bro.
Yeah, bro, he got off.
His ass
He
different.
got
bro.
off.
Some people say it was his son, but why
Why
would
was
you?
a kid?
Why would you write a book if that motherfucker, bro?
I don't know.
He did that shit, G. I don't care what nobody say.
I mean, the glove didn't fit. If
You
the
must
glove
have
doesn't
quit.
fit, you must have quit.
You must
Yeah.
have quit.
Hey, if he's saying something is mine and I put it on and it does not fit, how is it mine? Unless he's wearing small gloves for that reason. Maybe he was just thinking ahead. 5D chess. He's
What?
playing. Yep.
5D chess?
5D chess.
What does that mean?
He's just thinking ahead, bro. 5 steps ahead, 6 steps ahead.
Damn.
I mean, if you plotting to kill somebody, you do gotta think ahead.
Yeah, you don't just do
Yeah.
that shit. Some people do, and that's how you get caught.
Yeah.
Clearly,
That's
he
true.
thought his shit out. If he did it. Because apparently he didn't do it.
Honestly, a part of me feel like he didn't do it. It was just a big distraction at the time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. When was it, 92?
Yeah, we wasn't.
I wasn't even
yeah,
gonna
we
lie.
wasn't
So
con-
like,
none of us was
yeah,
conceived
and I
at the
haven't
time.
like done enough research on it, but like, I don't know, man. I know.
It's just a story that never dies.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
And plus the shit he was saying afterward in the book,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, did he really do it? But
would y'all be here for a little Kim biopic?
I never came up with a career enough to give you an honest answer. Be honest with you.
maybe.
So that's a no.
Yeah,
Basically.
probably not. I haven't really kept up with it, but I mean, if it's interesting, I'll watch it.
I love learning new stuff. So.
Yeah, they're in the talks of it. So
All right. Next thing. Did you guys read about the Instagram CEO? He's trying to take away likes.
they should
Yeah.
be gone starting
They've
today.
been doing that. I've heard a couple social media like Twitter, like hiding like likes and shit like that.
In certain
retweets.
countries, they've done it
I
already.
never stood
Yeah.
at Twitter for even having likes though. It's just that little heart button. I guess.
Yeah, but I'm saying like just like those type of like likes,
Yeah.
hearts and shit like that, or Facebook not taking away. I don't know if they're taking away likes, but either way, I think it's good though. You know what I'm saying? Because plenty of people get, they just do shit for likes. But if you can't see how many people are liking your stuff,
You're
then
gonna
it's
go
like
crazy. It's gonna bring people back down to earth.
some people are definitely gonna be upset about it because at that point it's like, damn, like you're really that upset over it because you can't see how many people are liking your pictures. Like,
Yep, it's gonna
a lot,
expose
you know what
some.
I'm
Bring
saying?
I
people
mean,
back.
for me, I don't mind it because I like my favorite platform is Snapchat out of all of them, mainly because there's no likes or comments.
Yeah.
So I just post and go, and if you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't. And that's just that. So the more people see it, and then like I'm like, oh, I'm popping, but
it's not a real big deal. It's not a big deal. I'm sure most people aren't gonna really give a fuck because not everyone, people aren't trying to be Instagram famous. Some people are, and those people are probably gonna be a little upset about it because they can't, keep track of that shit. I'm sure you probably be able to see it like behind the scenes,
maybe
like
your metrics, but maybe there's a way to share.
It's not gonna be broadcasted that you have 10,000 likes, like no.
Now, one thing I did read is that by doing that, it takes so a lot of these Instagram models or Instagram influencers get sponsored money off of likes. But if you take away the likes, now these brands who want to advertise on Instagram have to go through Instagram instead of going straight to the influencer, which is low-key fucking genius. It's evil because you're taking money out of people's hands and putting in yours, but it makes sense as to like trying to generate more revenue.
Yeah, I mean, but people can still create ads because I know like when I'm going down my timeline and I'm seeing certain pictures and they have like a little caption with it, and then at the end they have hashtag ad.
Yeah, you can still make an ad.
You could still post the ad.
And Instagram they generate ads for our stuff all the time because I used the promotion once, and because ISD is like a radio page and like kind of a business type thing, they offer me ads all the time. Huh?
I know when I was playing with the promotional page thing, it costs for you to do that.
Yeah.
I never knew that until I
it makes you create like a little separate account. You can deposit money in there for how many days you want. Like I think I did it once. It was like $10. Yeah, I think I put in $10. It gave me like 2 or 3 days worth of advertisement or some shit like that. It was beneficial, but
Oh, 100%. Like if you're trying to like advertise something, by all means, like that's the way to do it.
But that makes sense as to why I be seeing like a bunch of nobodies popping up on my
hella nobodies.
Like who the fuck is this?
Promote. I'm like, I don't want to see your picture. But I mean,
anybody could promote anything.
Again, that's people. I think a lot of people are trying to become Instagram famous, shit like that. So they're even like just basic pictures, like they're like, all right, I'm gonna promote it just so I can get more likes. So someone thinks I could be a model, I might get picked up in this and that. And it's like, no, like.
It's not how it always works.
The chances of you really becoming Instagram famous to the point where you have millions of followers and you're making money is very, very, very slim.
Because there's fine girls everywhere.
And the thing is, like, you gotta understand, like,
I don't give a fuck about being a model.
A lot of people don't. I'm sure a lot of people do realize this, but a lot of people don't at the same time. Like a lot of the stuff we're seeing for guys and women that are like Instagram famous or IG models and shit, like a lot of this is photoshopped. It's not real. Like they don't really look like that, So like the pictures you're seeing is not them. So if you're trying to get on that level, it's impossible unless you're also photoshopping your pictures, which plenty of people are doing that. So. But that's just, I don't know, it's almost like a disease. Like, people are, like, thirsty to get to that level.
I think it's a good idea to take away likes.
Yeah, I do too, to be honest with you.
It's like we've taken this. You remember God came and flooded? Well, we weren't there. But
crazy.
Yeah, but, God flooded the earth. He said, y'all, fuck all this shit. Start from the top. And I think that, not saying the apocalypse is coming, even though I told every conversation, I do think that at some point in time that will happen. This is kind of similar to that. You guys we had Instagram, we had it, we lost control with it. Really lost control of all social media in terms of regular society. Now we're going to take away these likes. Now it's pretty much start back at zero. Back when nobody really cared about likes. It was just having fun. Now it's just a sport. Every time I scroll, again, if I scroll on there now or any of us, it'll be like 2 or 3 posts from people we actually follow, then ad. Or like then sponsor. And then something like that. It'll keep going. Or even on the story. Every time you go in between someone's stories.
It's always an ad.
Always an ad.
Even on Snapchat now. That should be low-key pissing me
off. Even on Snapchat now?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I be sitting there like, I don't give a fuck about this shit. And you should know that. Right. Y'all know everything else.
Exactly.
Like, what?
Oh, that shit's annoying.
The one thing that do irritate me, though, is when they notify you as to what other people are doing. Why do I care?
Oh, yeah.
Who does that?
That's what they need.
Who does that?
Facebook does it with any and everything.
What do you mean?
Like, say, for instance, because I befriended peers, now all of a sudden I be getting shit like, fucking muscle shit on 30% off for an ad or some shit like that. Like, that's just one example. Or like when somebody comments or like a picture or something like that, that has nothing to do with it.
You'll get a notification, so like this picture. Like, all right, cool.
Twitter
Twitter does that, bro. Like, so-and-so retweeted this. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about
it. If your activity is low, they'll do that. Like I get it, like someone I follow liked something else. Like,
but I'm saying, though, they even have the option for you to turn it off. But when you turn it off, you still get it. That's what they need to focus on.
And also, some people don't realize that. So when they're going through and they see something shiesty and they like it, it'll either pop up in that person's likes or it'll pop up on your timeline.
That's why I don't be liking.
I'm be liking nothing on Twitter, bro.
Shit, bro.
I'll be liking nothing.
If I like it, it's okay.
Right.
It's safe.
I'm like for everybody to see it. But majority of stuff I see and I'll be like, this is crazy. I just send it straight to you people and like.
Yeah, I'll send it to somebody so I can see it through there.
Exactly.
I'll scroll through my messages.
I send it to you guys.
Because there'll be sometimes I'll be on Twitter and like it'll be like so and so like this, and it's like some porn gift. I'm like, damn, you nasty.
Yeah,
I'll be like that. Damn.
Because I'll be like, damn, I didn't even think you got down like that.
Right, for real. Like, oh,
so you built like that?
Yeah. So I can't lie. I just
Nasty
look. I look and then I check my likes after. I make sure I didn't accidentally like anything, just so you never know.
Yeah,
man, I had to learn the hard way because I went through my likes one time and it was something porn related on there, and I'm like, whoa, I know I didn't like that intentionally.
Yeah, bro, that shit happens, man.
I don't want to pull it down. All right, you fucking lame. I didn't care. I was helping you out.
I know. It's not like it's bare skin and like.
Okay, cool.
So, but yeah, I'm like, oh, we had to unlike that real quick.
Yeah,
Bro, you never know, bro.
You never know.
Because I'm assuming it's just random. Like you can like 10 of them, but like one's gonna pop up. So it's you never know. So I'm just like,
and then if you consistently like those things.
But I know with Twitter though, like if you just click on it, everything you liked is right there. Literally.
Yep.
I never understood that part of it. Nope. But it was just like Instagram, when Instagram used to tell you like what people were doing.
Yeah,
like,
and they took that out, which was
that
weird. Like,
oh,
I didn't
really?
give a fuck. Yeah.
So like if you go to the heart and you go to the right, they took that away?
Yeah, they took it away.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because I'd never checked it, but like the times I would see it's like so like this picture, left a comment here. I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie.
Who cares?
I probably used it like all of 3 times, but I had a reason.
Never really.
I just feel like it's unless like I'm looking out for someone or I'm stalking someone, which I've never done. Like, there's really no reason.
I did it for.
There's no reason for there's no reason for me to do that. I'm sure it does, because like if you dealing with somebody and then they're like, oh, why did they like that picture? And then you could like,
if you really wanted to be on that.
Yeah, but like that's just weird, bro. Like
I was checking to see if Muggs was on like
online.
Yeah,
and I can do it because you can go to messaging.
No, because you can turn your messaging off, because I turned mine off. But I'm saying, like, if I text somebody and they ain't text me back within a certain time frame, I get on Instagram. What you liking? Because if you liking something within this past 20, 30 minutes, I know you seen my message. That's what I would do.
That's
I know,
bro. If somebody
I was on that crazy
like, that's
shit.
way too much.
For me, bro, it just all depends. If it's something urgent, like if I had to text you and it's something, so some people just leave the app open on their phone. So sometimes like it'll always say online on Facebook or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like if I text someone like whatever, and they don't respond, I don't really care. Especially if I see that, but like I see you guys all the time. Whatever.
I was only doing that to people I was talking to at the time.
I feel like we all grow out of that though.
We do, because I don't give a fuck no more. But my friends though, if I text you, I don't text me back. I don't give a fuck, because 9 times out of 10 I ain't texting or calling y'all back.
That's real. There's plenty of times where people have texted me and I see it and I'm just like, I'm not gonna respond to that. Like, I don't want to either. I don't want to get in the conversation, or I'm just like, I just want to be home. Yeah, sometimes you're just not in the mood to just respond to people or talk to people.
Or that you just nothing to say at that moment.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah, I got nothing to say at the moment. But like,
I gotta call my friend back.
But like, if it's something urgent,
that's different.
Then I see a text and it's just like, yo, like this is kind of important when we talk about.
But it might be urgent to you, but it might not be urgent to the other person.
True.
Okay,
that's come across the
correct.
With me.
Let me rephrase something I know that's urgent and important to both of us.
Okay.
And then it's like, bet I see you, got you, that kind of shit. That's different. So
I'm trying to think if I've ever had that problem where I've texted somebody urgent. Not urgent to the point where I needed it, but there's been stuff where I wanted it urgently, but like to them it doesn't really matter. So like I've never had that issue for me personally.
See, when me and Messiah, my best friend, we have codes. So we got 3 codes, really just 2, because we only use the 2. Either code blue or code red. Code blue means somebody got us fucked up, and code red, bitch, I'm breaking down. Like, you need to.
I mean that's smart though, because I'm sure there's been plenty of, I don't know, I hope not, where like someone's hit me and I just haven't responded quick enough, and then they really wanted me to respond, and I didn't know, you know what I'm saying. But if I had a code, then I'd be like, oh shit, they really mean it.
We do codes.
That's smart. That's smart. Yeah.
That helps.
Speaking of texting, it actually brings us to the to the point.
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay. All right, check it out. I should probably tell this person we talked about them, but anyway, I ain't gonna say no names, right?
This is another girl that you stood up?
No, he got stood up.
Karma.
That's what fucking happens. Happens, man. That's what fucking happens, bro. Funny as hell.
I couldn't be mad. I was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna be mad.
Oh my god.
Because you did it. Yeah.
I was like, gee, I ain't even gonna be mad.
You can't, bro.
I did the same shit. So what happened was essentially me and this person was supposed to hang out Saturday. We texted like around 3:30. All right, I bet I'll scoop you at 8. 7:30 comes. So to me, we're supposed to go out and get something to eat.
He was excited too, though. Look, he was mad excited.
I was like,
I bet he was, bro. I bet he was.
I was excited. So I was like, are we gonna get something to eat? Tacos. I had this taco spot in a while. It's gonna be fun, right?
You get a whole day planned.
Literally.
I
you
did,
have a whole
bro.
day
I
planned.
went to Milwaukee. I moved my cousin. I'm just like, all right, I'm not finna eat because we about to go out to eat later, bro.
Damn, so you were hungry and got stood up.
Yeah, bro.
That's the worst. That's the worst.
So
now you said eating
living for
alone.
this shit
and
right
I
now.
know,
shit.
I'm thirsty as hell. So 7 o'clock came around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, she ain't sent me the address yet. Whatever. 7:30. I'm just like,
Did you send her a text at that
gotta,
time?
no,
Yeah.
I didn't because I was last person to text in the thread, and that was at 3:30.
Bro, you should have still. You
gotta follow
You
up,
should have
right.
threw something out there.
See,
just
and
to
part of
see,
it
bruh.
would have followed up, but I was just like, I already hit her at 3:30.
That was 3:30 though.
4 hours later, my nigga.
Yeah.
My bad.
At least text him like, yo, you still down? Or can I get the address? And if she
Mhm.
doesn't respond, then it's like, all right, whatever. But like,
Yeah. Well, she was asleep anyway, so that wasn't.
Oh.
too
That's
bad.
what she told you.
that's
What
yeah.
she told me. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's a good one.
I mean, who's going to sleep at 8 o'clock? Like, unless you were up at like 2 in the morning
Nah,
type shit.
that's what she told me. She said she took a nap and she woke up, but you never know.
Hey, that shit happens sometimes.
It-
Sometimes
no,
you take
no.
a nap and you wake up 5 hours later and you're like, oh my God, you got 10 missed calls from people. You had plans.
I hate
so-
that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
since the majority of everybody I talk to is in group chat, I be waking up to like almost 100 messages every morning.
Yeah, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
My bad, y'all.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's
Yeah.
irritating.
But continue. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So yeah, that pretty much happened. My thing is, I'm not upset that it didn't happen. That is what it is,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm more bothered by, and I notice it's a trend with young people.
Mm-hmm.
When we have plans or make plans with each other, when something shit don't fall through, we just don't say shit. Instead of saying, "Hey, I'm not gonna make it," or "Hey, this," we just don't say shit. And that shit kind of irks me a little bit, cause it's like, damn, like you could just say, "Hey, I'm not gonna make it,"
It irks
whatever
you
type
to do it,
shit.
though.
Who do I do it to?
I'm just saying in general. Like, say for instance,
I do a little bit.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know
Yeah,
you
so,
using it
yeah.
all cap. But say for instance, like somebody was they texted me at 3:30, and me personally, I probably didn't want to go, so I ain't gonna say nothing. So if they don't say nothing, I damn sure ain't finna say nothing, and that's just how it happens.
That happens sometimes where I'm
Yeah.
like, listen, like if they hit me, I'll go. But if
Yeah.
they don't say nothing, I'm not gonna say anything.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, I thought you didn't want to go anymore. You didn't say
Man.
shit. So I was
That's kind of the reason why I didn't hit her back. Like that was at 3:30.
So you didn't wanna go?
You didn't want to go?
I wanted to go. I'm assuming she did not want to go because she did. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I sent you that 3:30. G, it's 7 o'clock. Whatever. All right.
Yeah, see, for me, it's when if I don't want to go, then I won't say shit.
Really?
You know what I'm
If
saying?
I don't
But
wanna go, I
wanna
won't say
go, if I
anything.
want to
See, but
go,
see,
I'll
like
be
me-
like, yo, you still trying to go?
see, like-
No, yes.
See, like me, like I'll say something. I'll be like,
Whether you want to
I'm
go or
gonna
not.
whether I want to go or not. Yeah.
Oh, that's trash.
I'll tell them like, yeah, man, I'm not really trying, because I know what's to be on the other side of that to not know.
If I want to go and I can't go, I'll say something because I'm like, yo,
Right.
like I can't make it. I'm like, my bad. But like, if I don't really want to go, I'm not gonna say shit because if you're not saying nothing to me, I'm gonna assume it's not happening anymore. You
Oh
feel me?
yeah. But
Yeah.
now if that person reaches out to you and say, "Hey, you still down?"
Then I like,
That's
if I
something
already said yes, then I'm like, yeah, let's
that's
go.
something different.
You feel
But
me? Yeah.
if they make plans and we all set to go, but nobody say anything throughout the day, all right. I
Yeah,
guess
because
we'll
then
say
it's like, is it still going on? Ain't no one said anything. And like, I don't really want to go, so I'm not gonna say anything about it because I don't want to go. You feel me?
I do agree it being a problem with the young people.
It's a young person thing, because if you look at it like, older people, they'll be like, "Hey, I leave you a voicemail." Oh shit, that shows your age.
Yeah, just text me,
Because
bro.
the motherfuckers do not leave voicemail.
No, we don't leave voice. Only
At
people I know that
all.
leave voicemails are Jobs and my mom.
My dad
voicemails I
leaves
get.
I leave
voicemails.
You've never left me a voicemail.
I don't call you.
Facts.
The only people I get voicemails from is my dad and sometimes like scams. They'll be like,
big
oh,
time.
I'm
The
so-and-so."
Hyatt.
Yeah.
Or
I'm
sometimes like
oh,
my voicemail will catch the end of what they were saying on their phone call.
Really?
I be thinking it's so weird. Yeah.
Oh, they probably start before the beep. Or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay.
My thing is
okay.
like if you call me and I don't answer for whatever reason, like either I don't want to talk to you or I'm not on my phone at the time. Like if it's really that, just text me. Just text me what you wanted to say and then I'll get back to you. But if you call me and then you don't leave a message or text me, then I'm not gonna call you back because it must not be that important.
I do that shit. Like I'll call and I'll be like, I can send out this text fully explaining as to why I called you. But you know what? I feel like it.
Or even just like it doesn't have to be like a whole explanation as to why you called. Just be like, yo, like hit me back when you get this. You type
Facts.
shit. Then I'm like,
See,
all right.
one
They
thing that
obviously wanna
irritates
talk.
me about people, especially people with iPhones, they feel they can just FaceTime you anytime. about
Yeah,
any
bro.
and
Yeah, I
every
be getting
fucking
face. I'm
thing.
like, no.
I be like, what are you doing? Like,
I'm a FaceTimer.
click.
Yeah.
You will hear them 3 beeps fast.
Yeah, I know you're
Like, I
FaceTimer.
hate it.
He's FaceTiming sometimes, and I see it. I'm like, I cannot answer the phone right now.
Yeah.
He
And
I will
FaceTime
not
me
answer the phone.
majority of the time. I be like,
I stopped.
You did because you
He
finally
gets,
got
he,
the
he,
memo.
he gets so upset, bro.
Because it's irritating. Why are you FaceTiming me?
Because that's what it's there for.
No.
Why would I not FaceTime you?
Because you can call.
Sometimes.
Low-key, though, FaceTime audio is better than phone call audio.
I don't know. I haven't.
I'm
You don't use your FaceTime.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone a lot, so I know,
Yeah.
Because do you FaceTime almost everybody in your phone book?
Not everybody. Just a certain group of people. But if I FaceTime you in a regular, I FaceTime you in a regular. I don't FaceTime everybody.
I only FaceTime 2 people. And both of my friends are not in the same state as me. That's
so you
why
do
they
FaceTime people.
2 people. But they both, one stay in Atlanta and one stay in Texas. And the one that stay in Atlanta, she got my godson. So we want to see each other.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts,
So
facts,
that's
facts,
different. But anybody else, no. Even my cousin Kiana, like she FaceTime me on the way here. Girl, what's up? I hate FaceTime. Like I do not like FaceTime.
If you see that person all the time, I get it.
Yes. But even like dating, niggas be going crazy with the FaceTime. I be like, no. Like, no.
Something crazy, right?
No.
I was talking to this girl and we were texting, whatever. But for whatever reason, after we FaceTimed, it just took it to a whole nother level. It was weird.
Because it's intimate. You're in their face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, what pisses me off, like, okay, if I FaceTime a girl, my girl, whatever the case,
Your girl.
you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, sometimes, like, I don't always want to have to be looking at the camera. You feel me? And they're always like, why am I on pause? I'm like,
I hate
I'm
that
doing
question,
something. Like,
right.
I'm on my phone. Like, I'm doing some other shit. Like, fuck. Like, I don't want to have to stare at your face all day and just not do anything else. So that's
and then
fucking
on top
boring.
of that, FaceTime kills your battery so fucking quick.
Yeah, bro.
Quick as hell.
Yes. I can't do that. Deal with that shit.
And one thing that irritates me about my friends, they all want to sit on the phone with me for hours at a time and not talk about shit. And now I'm at a place now where I can't do that no more. It's too much going around. And one day I do got to call my one friend back because I ain't spoken to her since her birthday. So, but she just want to sit and talk on the phone.
They just
about
enjoy your
herself.
presence.
I get that.
I have a friend like that. And I'm not even going to cap. I'm like a little bit too, where it's just like you talk about nothing just because you enjoy talking to each other.
I get that.
Yeah, there's been times where, like, if I'm really not on shit and, like, if I haven't talked to that person in a while, there's some people where I could just be, like, I'll be on the phone, I could be doing other shit. And, like, when we have something to talk about, we could bring it up. Like, that's cool. You know, like, I don't really have a problem with that. But, I mean, there's other times where it's kind of awkward. Like, no one's saying anything. I'm like,
and we just be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, majority of my friends are females, and they will sit there when I ain't got nothing to say.
I'm like, all right, can I hang up the phone?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be like, okay. And then when I try to hang out, what you doing?
Like, I'm fucking hanging out.
Yeah. Me and my first girlfriend were like that. We used to sit on the phone and do, like, nothing.
That's different, though. It's different when you first get with somebody and all you want to do is just talk to this person.
I don't know,
Rather
man.
you hear them breathe. Although I do think the people who fall asleep on the phone together are trash.
I tried that.
Yo, I like listening to music when I fall asleep. Like, I like not like just like rap and shit that I can't.
But you know
like,
vibes.
Yeah. And like if I'm on the phone with somebody and I'm like I want to go to sleep, I'm like, all right, I'm about to knock out. I'll talk to you later. I don't like staying on the phone with them because I can't listen to my music. So I'm just sitting there like, so I'm just sitting there like, all right, I can't even go to sleep, and they're over here snoring and shit. So I'm just always
I ain't
like,
gonna lie, I done fell asleep on several people before.
Really?
Yeah, I don't care.
I've never fallen asleep on the phone. I have to be like,
I'm tired.
I know
I
just
have.
talking and talking and talking. Like I fall asleep. I don't mean to fall asleep, but if I'm sitting there on the phone with you and I ain't got nothing to say, I usually fall asleep. And then when I wake up, they be hung up, and I be like, oh, okay, I guess I'll watch.
Sometimes I don't know if it happens to you guys, but FaceTime, like if I'm not like touching my phone, like it will hang up randomly. Like, if I'm on the phone for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, it'll do. Yeah, that happens to me.
My stuff don't hang up. What company you got?
T-Mobile.
Oh,
it's not a big deal for me because most of the time I don't want to talk to them anyway, so that's an excuse for me to be like, yo, my phone, it just hung up. Like, I don't know what happened,
just
but I'm
text me,
about
bro.
to. Yeah, just text me. Like, don't call me back.
Yeah.
I do wish they would do that, though. Like, if you text me throughout the day, I have no problem with that. Instead of, you waiting until I get off. And usually when somebody get off, they ain't trying to be on the phone as soon as they get off work.
Yeah, I'm trying to do other shit.
Exactly. I'm trying to do other shit. I'm trying to get into the zone of not being at work.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking text me, but they don't get that message. They don't get that message.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm not one for it. At least when it comes to relationships, like for me, like I like having my own personal space and like being alone sometimes or doing what the fuck I want to do. So like constantly being in contact or on the phone with people it's just not for me. I know some people like are just on the phone with their significant other all the time.
I used to be like
that.
I used to be like that when I was.
I know you used to be like that.
My first girlfriend, yeah, bro. And honestly, it led us having a lot of necessary little arguments and bickerments and shit.
Yeah,
bickerments, bickers. Yeah, but like it is. Yeah.
And plus, like I feel like if you do that and then like one day like I call you and you don't answer, that's then I'm like, what the fuck's going on? You know,
it's out of the routine.
Exactly.
Yeah, you out of pocket now.
Exactly. And now I'm expecting shit. Yeah. It's like no, I'd rather call me like I don't know. I was like, I want to miss you. You know what I'm saying?
How often do you talk to your girl on a regular through the phone?
I don't know. Sometimes I'll call after work or stuff like that, but it's never like, maybe like every day, but it's never like every day, 5 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? Like nonstop. Like I'll call her like after work to tell her what I'm doing. I'll hang the phone up. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to be on the phone with you all the time. Mm-hmm. Sometimes she wants to stay on the phone. I'm like, all right, fine.
Madison, man. I'm trying to listen to this music, but okay.
Yeah. It'd be like that. I'll be in my car, like trying to vibe. Like new music came out. I'm trying to listen to my car. She's like, call me. I'm like, all right.
That's what you signed up for.
Hey, what's up?
Can we make it quick?
Right. Like I was listening to something. Like, what you need? Can you text me? Do that. No. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I just like being my own person sometimes, and like obviously being in a relationship, like there's another person you have to deal with, and I get that, but
especially when y'all trying to become one.
Yeah, but I like being me at the same time. Like I could be one, like I could hold your hand, but like I don't want to be with you. You feel me? Like
what?
Like I could be connected with like I don't know. I could be somewhat connected, but I don't want to be like one person.
I want to be your boyfriend. I want to be your boyfriend though.
Man,
not that.
I
want
to be your boyfriend. I don't want to be your husband.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's more like I'm all for being in a relationship, but at the same time we're individuals. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't want to be if you have to be with me everywhere I go, or want to run errands with me every single time I do something, or if I'm going with my friends, you want to be there. It's like, all right, like you don't got your own life.
You want to live with your girl, right?
Yeah, eventually.
Right. Yeah.
Eventually, you know what I'm saying?
Eventually.
But you want to enjoy the time where you're not living with that person.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm still an individual, and even when we were living together, like we're gonna be together all the time at home. Like we don't have to do shit.
You wake up and go to sleep.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be the last person you see and the first person you see.
Exactly. So I would hope that she would want some alone time. I want to go with her friends. I want to do this and that. If not, if you're obsessed with me, then it's like, all right, I don't want to be in this relationship if you're
if I can't breathe.
Exactly. Because then it's like I'm gonna get tired of you.
Crazy on your bachelor party, huh?
Nah.
That's what it sounds like.
I just saw a video the other day, bro. I'm sorry, that made me so paranoid about bachelor parties.
Why? First of all, no camera should be allowed at the bachelor
and that's exactly the problem.
Yeah, what was someone sucking
this girl was sucking dick.
Yeah,
bro. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, was that like legit?
Yeah, it was legit. It's just like everybody's like, "Woo, go, bitch, go!" I'm like, what the fuck? Is this what a bachelorette? First of all, if
the same thing you gonna do with your niggas,
no, it's not. But if you're not letting me finish, I'm not doing that.
So you saying you're not gonna be eating a stripper's pussy?
No. No, I don't understand. Like that's cheating, bro. Like I don't get it.
It is cheating.
I just think that's so fucking. It's the last night to be single, bro. You stopped being single when you dated this person. That shit makes you so
You have been single for 5 years.
I agree.
Yeah, like what the fuck? That makes no sense at all, bro.
Yeah, bro. I couldn't.
Especially if you got kids with this girl and you talking.
It's like, no, bitch, nigga.
My kids finna wake up. Get the fuck out my face.
Right. When my brother got married, I'm like, you gonna throw a bachelorette party? He's like, man, little brother, I've had a bachelorette party for 4 by now. I'm like, oh, it's a little hoe ass. But he's grown. But back to what you're saying about space. My parents actually, it's funny. My dad travel sports job. I think one thing that really contributes to their success is the fact that he's like they have their space because he's across the country doing whatever for week at a time, and she's here. I think that really does help. On top of that, when we're at home, they'll speak or know whatever. But they're older. They're not really all up on that.
Older couples be doing their own.
My dad's upstairs. Mom's downstairs. Like
they just together.
Correct. They don't have to be all up each other's butts. Now they'll go take trips together. They'll spend quality time together, stuff like that. But I think that's a big contribution. But good question. You brought up being individual. When did you guys really establish your self identity as people?
I don't know. I feel like I'm still establishing it.
Yeah, I mean, I know who I am. But, I'm still growing, you know what I'm saying? I'm still, improving and shit. So, I'm comfortable with who I am, don't get me wrong. But, I don't know, man. It's. I feel like you're always kind of, evolving, in 5 years, I'm not going to be the same Pierce. You feel me? I'm going to be similar. I'm not going to be the same person, though. I'm going to go through different shit.
I was at the beginning of this year, towards the end of the year.
That's real.
I'm not. So, I know I'm not.
So, I mean, talking about high school, I mean, you knew me in high school, then and now, and I hope everyone changes from then, to now. But
he wouldn't even cuss in high school, bro.
Yeah, I was a completely different person, bro. Damn near, bro. Yeah. I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, I didn't go to parties. Not because I was I don't want to do that. I just wasn't what I was doing. I'd rather kick with my guys. We played basketball the fucking time. We'd be outside doing shit.
Our schedule was play basketball, walk the subway, eat some chick. We were so regular. They were so cool about it. We used to get the chicken from Walmart and then sit down and eat it in Subway.
In Subway, yeah.
They didn't give a fuck, bro. We were regulars. bro.
That's what we did, and I had fun doing it. Like, I don't regret doing it.
Those are best times, bro.
I had a good time doing it.
What?
That's just and I wasn't focused on the other shit, you know.
Yeah.
But if I was me now back then, like it would have been completely different.
You think so?
Oh my God, yeah. Especially moving around so much, like I would have took advantage of it more. Cause I feel like because I moved around so much, I was like shy, and then like at some point I didn't live with my parents.
You showed your ass because nobody knows you.
That's what I'm saying. But I didn't have the mentality back then. I was just like, I just want to get through this shit. I just wanted to get it over with, you know. But if I could go back, I'd take advantage. I'd meet people, do different stuff. But you know, hey, hindsight's 20/20. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
sir.
you gotta learn from the mistakes.
Period.
Yeah.
I feel that completely. So we got about 5 minutes to wrap. Actually, no, we can go about 10 minutes to wrap up. Let's see what else we got on this docket. Let me see. Young people not following through. This is sports related, so you might not be able to chime in on this. But the fight card this Saturday. Did you know that those two dudes who were main headliners are fucking YouTubers?
KSI and Logan Paul.
Yeah,
I knew that.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it was pretty stupid, and it was like a 6 round fight. So
it's like ridiculous,
dumb,
bro. Like, why are you making them the headliners? You know they got paid $900,000.
Yeah, they got money, but the thing is that this is the thing. I could see. Yeah, it's kind of stupid because they're pros, I guess, but they really aren't at all. Like, if you were to see the fight, they're like, all right.
They probably had to register their hands so they could fight.
But I mean, it wasn't really that good of a fight. The technique wasn't really there. Like, you could clearly tell they weren't professional. They were literally just fighting.
It was a glorified street fight, bro.
But basically,
what were they fighting for? Did they have beef?
They fought previous to that.
I think it's
this is
fake
the second
shit.
one.
Is it fake or is it real?
No, they were definitely swinging at each other.
No, like the beef.
They not like each other.
I don't know. They claim it's real. It could easily be fake. I really don't. I don't keep up.
So
I didn't really give a fuck about that.
So you have a problem with it because they were YouTubers.
Yes, they headlined a card.
Yeah, they headlined a card, and there was legit boxers on that card that could have easily been the main event, but it was them instead, and it was like 6 rounds, and it was like no technique. But the thing is, they brought a lot of new eyes to the sport, which is good. You know, they brought a lot of money to the sport, so like they're still doing. It was good in the aspect of business. But like if you're looking for a good fight, that's not what you want to watch. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a good. As
a boxing fan, it's just like what you slid here on this card. I would have rather seen somebody else fight. Now, from a business standpoint, I get it. I'd rather make an own little separate little event. Yeah. And if that was the case, I wouldn't really care. But the fact you made it a main card on a Saturday night, well, that's our prime time for boxing. As a boxing fan, I was a little irritated.
Because so y'all would have been irritated with the Chris Brown and Soulja Boy fight then, had that actually happened.
Yeah, if that was a main card,
yes. If they treated it as, because the thing about this is that before it was like amateur, they had like headgear on still, and they were fighting, so it wasn't like pro. This one was like, you know, they're professionals. It's gonna be held like just like a regular boxing match. So that's why it was, and it was a main event because that's people wanted to see these two fight. So even though it wasn't 12 rounds, it was still a main event. So you know that's why they treated it the way they did. You know, like it shouldn't have been the main event because it wasn't main event worthy. But again, it wasn't for like boxing fans. It was for the kids that watch these. You know, and they got millions of followers on YouTube. So it wasn't like people weren't watching it. People care. It's just the younger generation.
Logan Paul got bread too, bro.
Both of them, bro. YouTubers make money, bro.
What?
Crazy.
Bro, bro. It's not even nuts. Funny, G. So we got that off.
Oh, Logan Paul lost, by the way.
I did read that. I didn't watch the highlights. Did you watch the highlights?
I watched some of it. It was just too. It was not a good fight.
You think you could beat him up?
Low key, I think I could. I really do. Cause I mean, like they only had a couple months to train, and they obviously were training like real trainers. Like the thing is, they had legit trainers, like real boxers, like showing them this and that. And I guess there was some technique that you could see, but I mean, swings coming from everywhere. There was nothing. It was trash. I mean, people's hands were down. It was not a good fight. They shouldn't have been up there at all. No, they weren't pros. I'm sure they're not gonna fight again. And if they do, they're gonna get their ass beat. Real shit. Not by me, but like by somebody. By a real boxer. They're gonna get fucked up. It wouldn't even be funny.
It's not even funny, bro.
Yeah.
People don't understand like the amount of effort that goes into boxing, actually being a fucking decent boxer at that.
Yeah, bro. Especially you think you're good until someone that's been boxing since they were 2 comes into the ring and you're like, okay.
Beat your ass.
I'm clearly not what I thought I was.
Straight up. Alrighty. Did we talk about breaking out of our shells? Nah, not really.
No, I mean, no. Yeah, kind of.
No. We're discovering our own kind of covered a little bit.
I don't know. We can talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, you guys, everyone here is raised a little differently. I was definitely probably the most sheltered person in the room. So breaking out of my shell for me, like I know when you went away to school, that was an experience for you. I don't know, when you went away to school and you moved to Texas, so you guys are like completely out of your environment. I've been here my entire life. I'm out of my shell now more than ever, and I go to Chicago on like weekends and shit. That's like my biggest thing. So what you guys like? What did you guys feel the first time you got out of your shell, or like out of your environment?
You know,
go ahead. No, you can go ahead.
I was gonna say what's great for me, I'm actually not out of my shell.
Oh, okay.
I just live in my own world, and that translates into confidence and me being out of my shell. But I be so aware of everything, of what's going on, and I be so conscious of like things that I'll do or even things that I'll say, like when I'm around other people. So for me, it's a little different. I'm still learning how to come out and just be me. Like, cause once you let go, it's a lot less stressful. Like, sometimes I really do wish I didn't care about how I looked or, you know, not having clothes in my closet. So,
man, for me with breaking out, well, when I was younger, I was actually really super shy kid, and there was really no reason why. I don't know. I felt like I thought I was ugly.
You had girls coming for you too. That's nothing.
Yeah, I did, but that wasn't what I was focusing on. You know what I'm saying? So it just wasn't. So I was just super shy, you know. And then I moved in schools, and that didn't help at all, especially when I went to Lake Zurich because there was like 5 black people. So when I go there, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? But as I got older and I went to college and stuff, you know, I was just like, you know, this is the time to like change yourself and break out and like learn some new shit. So I just was try to be more faked confidence for a while. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fake confidence. And then once I realized that like people were actually fucking with me, you know, just with how I am and like my humor and this and that, it just became a lot easier. And now it's like it's nothing. And it's still, you know, like I'm sure there's barriers I need to break down. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a lot more confident in who I am as a person and my abilities than I ever was before. And, you know, just kind of almost faking it until you make it, in a sense, kind of it helps a lot, you know, because then once you start doing something, even if you're faking it, and people are really fucking with you and feeling the vibes or whatever the case is, and you're like, oh, okay, you know, I can actually really do this. I can be confident in it now. And that's what I did.
You gotta be careful with that though, because I know, like, I never give people 100% me. Like,
yeah,
I just give.
I don't think anybody does.
Parts, but I'm saying, but certain people, like, everybody tell me I'm funny. I don't think I'm funny. I just be talking shit. So, and that translates into being funny. But if I was to continue to talk shit all the time, I don't think people take me seriously. I really don't, because then people be expecting me to say something funny, and then people, because I'm gay, people make me gayer than what I actually am. Yeah, and that's a fact. Yeah. So it's. You gotta have to be careful with that.
Oh, of course, you know, like, I mean, obviously, like, I'm still an individual at the end of the day, so, like, if I'm not in the funny mood, I'm not gonna try to be the clown. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be me, and whatever that is. And if people are fucking with it, cool. If not, like, I'm really not tripping. I've definitely stopped caring a lot about what people think about me, or, you know, like, people's perceptions of me. Obviously, I feel like everyone cares in a sense. You know, like, you don't want to just come off as a dick and be like, I don't give a fuck about nothing. You know what I'm saying? But like, if I know I'm happy and I got my friends and this is that, and some dude over here's like, oh, I don't really fuck with peers. I'm like, all right. Like, if I don't have a problem with you, like, I'm not stressing. Yeah. Like, you have a problem with me, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm wearing something and someone's like, what are you wearing that? I'm like, yeah, I am wearing this. Like,
yeah, no,
I want to fucking,
I know. I'm pretty confident with what I wear.
You know what I'm saying? You just got to be confident, bro. Like, as long as you just got to be confident in you. Be confident in your dopeness. Trust your dopeness. You know what I'm saying?
But my thing is people just liking my dopeness too much. Because even dating, the last few guys that I've dated, they are more... They entertain the idea of me than actually being with me, if that makes sense. Yeah. And then, you know, meeting all these people throughout my life, like, they all say the same thing. Oh, you're funny. And then, like, especially with girls, every girl want a gay best friend. Why, I don't know. But they always want you to be gayer than what you are. So if I'm in the mood for it, then I'm okay with it. But I don't be in the mood for it all the time. Yeah, so it's I'm over it.
I hear you.
My breakout is like, it's like slower. Mine probably started. It's kind of hard to put a stamp on it, really, but my breakout's been like a lot slower. Really, when I started this radio career, because you have to be a lot more open-minded and listen to a lot of different music. I listen to the same music. I did the same shit every day. I had like a really like tight routine, a lot of different shit like that. So now more than anything, like I'm breaking out now, but it's like really slow. And I'm starting to cater off to now what people think, but I'm also becoming tighter in like what I believe in. So I'm starting to understand myself more. So, you know, so like, say like you said, if someone doesn't fuck with you, you don't give a fuck. Like, I'm starting to get to that point now where I used to really like try and fix it. But there's someone, you know, that we both know that doesn't really fuck with me, and like he's been taking like little subtle jabs and digs at me, lying to me and shit. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, man. Like,
you know what I'm saying? And it's my bad. And
no, you good.
And it just gets to the point where it's just like, bro, like it really does not matter. And I really would hope it doesn't come to any dumb ignorant shit, but I don't think it ever will.
Yeah, most of the time it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. for me, like, just people's perceptions of me. Like, I'm me wherever I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I don't really change myself depending on what the crowd of people I'm with. You feel me? So, like, you know, if you're not fucking with me, then that's what it is. I can't do anything about it. Most people do enjoy my presence, so like, I'm gonna focus on that over the people that don't like me for whatever reason. And it could be some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just don't waste my time with unnecessary bullshit that's gonna get me upset. Like, I just try to make sure I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure I'm having a good time with whatever I'm doing. I'm surrounded by good people. You know, I'm constantly moving forward in my life. Because if I focus on something that's, you know, somebody else's opinion of me or someone else or somebody else in general, or what somebody else is doing, then that's taken away from me in my life and moving forward. And you know, that's not a way to live life at all.
Opinions don't bother me. It's just people not taking me seriously.
Yeah.
That's
Mm-hmm.
That's what I deal with every single day, because I think everybody takes me as a joke. No one takes me seriously.
I can see that. Yeah, that's definitely frustrating.
Facts. All right, gentlemen, we gotta get wrapped up. Give everybody social medias.
You can find me everywhere. My name is PB00GS. Just type it in. Like, that's like me everywhere, every single social media, even iTunes. No one's followed me yet, but I got hits, bro.
Apple Music.
Sorry, iTunes is no longer. I just downloaded iTunes on my computer.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's weird.
I don't use it. I mean, I had to do it for others. Anyway, yeah, Apple Music. Follow me. I got dope music. If not, that's cool too. I'm still gonna be updating and shit.
Period, because somebody's listening.
Somebody's gonna fuck with it.
And you already know where to find your boy. Everywhere, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, at Vontrellduh, because it's Vontrellduh. You know what to do.
You can find me, Devonn Overstreet, on all platforms. You could find our show, ISD, on YouTube at ISD School Detention. And you can find us on your local podcast app. We are in, matter of fact, let me put up the list of all our distributors. Shout out to Anchor. Please pay us one day. Right now, we are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Castbox, Overcast, Pocket Cast, and Radio Public.
Everywhere except for Tidal.
Yes, Stitcher and TuneIn. So everywhere except for Tidal, Stitcher and TuneIn. Shout out to them. Get us on soon.
Right.
All right, guys. Today is November 11th. Thank you guys so much for having us, and we will see you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace.